Hey guys, Darth Lord here, back with part 23 of my If My Heart Had Wings playthrough. So last time we started Asa's route, and it was comparatively very, very positive. And it was very positive, very, very fluffy, and we did learn of some, that there's obviously more going on under the surface for Asa. But we did learn that she does suffer from some serious anxiety of failure. And otherwise, though, it was comparatively way more fluffy than we had any right to expect. After Agaha's route, we have some serious PTSD. Well, at least I do. And so I was a little bit concerned, but it didn't go that way, so that's pretty neato. So, sorry it's been so long since my last video. This will be the only video going out today, so no Divinity part. Work has been very difficult the last few days, and I have a lot on my plate otherwise. And so I did not feel up to recording, so I did not force it. And so because of that, there's no Divinity part, because I didn't record after I got home the last couple days for work, so... Anyway. So yeah, sorry about that, but, you know... Sorry about that, too. Anyway, IRL stuff, you know. Anywho, and so, trying to think if there was anything else. I'm a little bit of a zombie today, not gonna lie. So, sorry. Anyway, sorry. A little bit of a zombie today, kind of a little bit out of it. You might already be able to tell, and hoping I'll get focused up, but we'll see. The other thing I meant to tell you, so this either might be the last time or one of the last times I use this microphone. I bought a new microphone. And it should be here probably Saturday. So, if it gets here Saturday, and if I set it up and it's all easy cheesy, then this might be the last video with this microphone. My new one is the same company that makes my current one, but my new one has a mic arm. Yeah, I'm getting all official. My new one has a mic arm and a pop filter and the whole nine. So that's really exciting. And it's a good microphone. I mean, just quality-wise, the microphone is better than the one I currently use, and my current one is great. But I really wanted one with a mic arm, because I would love to be able to lean back when I play games. When I'm doing my videos, I would love to be able to lean back and in my chair, and my new microphone will allow me to do that, and my current one will not. So, pretty excited about that, not gonna lie. The other thing that will be different, and I don't know when this next part will be different, but the other thing that'll probably be different eventually before super long will be I'm gonna change how I do the audio on my PC related stuff. On the console stuff, it doesn't matter. On console, it doesn't matter, so no audio settings will be different on that one. But for PC stuff, you'll no doubt notice that I have to resync every hour. Initially, I used to only sync in the beginning of the videos for PC recordings. But then I would notice that my commentary would desync after a while from my gameplay, and once I noticed, I really started noticing, and then it drove me nuts, and I couldn't stand it. And so I've been working on trying to fix it, and I cannot find a way to get them to sync up naturally. And so what I've resorted to for a while is I will resync every hour, and then I just cut it out, and so then that way, at least every hour, that way it's lined up again. The problem is obviously that's annoying, and it's not perfect, right? Because towards the end of the hour, it's desynced anyway, but it does lessen the degree in which it's desynced. And anyway, and so I will be resorting to my old way of doing audio to video, and I will be putting them into one file. The difference for me is that I will have to do audio testing beforehand, and I cannot adjust it in post for PC stuff, because they will not be separate files, so I can't turn down one on the fly versus the other one. So that's the downside, but the upside is if I get the audio, if I do an audio test beforehand and the balancing is good, then that will mean no more resyncing. I mean actually no more syncing of any kind, really, for PC stuff. So, you know, I won't have to sync anymore for PC stuff at all. And so if I can, figure out the balancing. So it's just different. That is how I used to make my videos in general for a long time, but I got into the habit of doing it my current way. And so for now on, before too much longer, I will be switching back to that system for PC stuff. For the Elgato, for anything recorded on console, that's not necessary because it syncs up perfectly. And so on that one, so that's not a big deal. I'll do the same system I've been doing for a long time with that stuff because then I can fix it on the fly if anything happens, which is convenient. But at least for now, for PC stuff, the plan will be to probably try resorting to that old school system for the PC stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, I think that's pretty much everything. Really excited about my new microphone, though. Not gonna lie. Also, is this, okay, that's what I was saying. Is this my current one? I'm not sure. Anyway. So yeah, really excited about the new microphone. Being able to lean back and stuff is gonna be so stinking cool. I'm so excited. Anywho, I have a water in front of me. I'll be sipping on it. And, let's get to it. After school, we started going to the soaring club. Alright, let's go. Today, Kaneko was coming with us. She caught us at the school gate and said that she wanted to tag along. Will you help us out today? Well, the stiffening agent is supposed to arrive today, right? So I thought I'd come and help to get things moving along faster. Or move along faster. Get things moving faster. Sorry, I can't read. Ah, I see. Thanks. No problem. Thank you so much. Asa bowed her head deeply. The stiffening agent was the thing that Asa forgot to order by mistake the other day. Besides, I want to see you during your club activities from time to time, you know? Huh? Well, that's how it is. I'll be helping. You won't just be teasing Asa and slowing us down, right? I won't, don't worry. Huh? By the way, where's Yoru? Yoru wasn't a soaring club member, so it shouldn't be strange if she wasn't here, but recently she'd be coming every day. That's why it was actually weird that she was absent. Yoru said she wanted to go somewhere else first and left for Windy. Sorry. I offered to go with her, but apparently she had some stuff she wanted to do by herself. If she wanted to go to Windy, she could have told us beforehand. Why? I'm planning to go there too. I want to shop at the bookstore. More importantly, I have to go pick up the stiffening agent from Anshan. Oh, that's right. Should I come along? No, I'll go there quickly by myself, so you can all go straight to the dock. You can prepare everything. I wanted to just stop at the bookstore. I should easily manage to carry the supplies by myself anyway. It came in an 18-liter drum, though, so it could be a little heavy. Alright. Come back soon. Oh, that's disgusting. Sorry. I don't know. I'm hoping you guys can't hear me dying back here, but I have dental problems and teeth problems, and a new problem that has surfaced in my dental problems. And I've had my dental problems like my whole adult life, pretty much on and off. It comes and goes. Sometimes it'll go through arcs of pain and then arcs of being pain free, and it just comes and goes. It's been like that like most of my adult life. Anyway, and a new problem that has surfaced is part of one of my. There's lots of different holes and gaps and problems in my teeth, and something that's wrong that's new is part of one of my teeth are like there's like one of them is like cracking and breaking in the very back. So the problem is there's kind of a newer weird gap in it now because it's kind of fallen apart. And so things get stuck in it, and I can feel that something's wrong, but it's a little hard to figure out where. And one of the problems is part of the shards of the tooth are very sharp, and so it pokes my tongue as I talk, and it's a new development. So it makes me talk kind of weird, because obviously I'm getting stabbed in the tongue as I talk, and I kind of had to learn to talk a little different, and kind of had to get used to it, and it took a few days. So it's not awesome. It's not awesome, and I'm hoping to get it fixed eventually, but It's a big pain to tackle, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm hoping that in editing I'll notice my stretches of silence and I will cut that out. Here's hoping. Anyway, with that, I left the others and headed to the workshop. Here are the supplies you ordered. Thanks for helping me out all the time, Anshan.
んじゃな。
No problem. See ya. After getting the stiffening agent and thanking Anchan one more time, I went to Wendy. I wonder what Yoru's up to. I wasn't planning to buy much, just one magazine. Hey, wait a second. Wouldn't it have been a lot easier to pick up the book before meeting with Anchan and getting the heavy baggage? Yeah, that would have been smart. Too late. I headed to the exit while mumbling to myself. Okay, I had to hurry back to the dock where everyone was waiting. There's Yoru. What's she up to, dude? Yoru? What is she doing?
だから言ってるじゃない。私は行かないってば。興味がないもの。
Uh-oh. I already told you I'm not going. I'm not interested.
だから興味とかじゃないの。今後の体育祭なんかの行事のために時間のあるクラスの女子で結束を固める。
Interesting. It's not about being interested. It's for the sake of the sports festival and other events. We're gathering all girls in our class who have time to strengthen our friendship.
そう決めたの。だから風戸さんも時間があるならカラオケに参加してほしいってそう言ってるの。
Sorry. Once again, teeth problems. Anyway, it's already decided. So if you have time, Kazuto, we're just asking you to come join us for karaoke. She's like, what a pain. I saw Yoru surrounded by other girls in a cafe at Wendy. Those girls seem somewhat familiar. I think they were Yoru's classmates.
それを自分勝手に無視されたり断られたりするとみんなが困るわけ。わかる？みんなが困るの。
Wow, there's some serious guilt tripping going on. If you selfishly ignore and reject it, it'll be a problem for everybody. You understand? Everyone will be troubled. She's like, oh, what a pain.
あのね、風戸さん。だからたまにはみんなで遊んだりとかどうかなって。
Look, Kazuto, can't you just hang out with everyone from time to time?
ごめん。パス。
Sorry, I'll pass.
だって私はそれを有意義な時間だと思わないもの。無意味なことに時間を費やそうとは思えない。だから私はパスをするわ。
Hell yeah, dude. Just Yoru just laying down the law. She's like, back off, people. I have friends and things to do, and you guys are not on my list. Anyway, I don't see that as worthwhile, and I don't feel like wasting my time meaninglessly. That's why I'll pass.
何よそれ。だからまたそうやってあなたは自分勝手なことを。
Look, guys, if she's not interested, she's not interested. Just piss off. Anyway, what the? There you go again with that selfish stuff.
私は無駄なことはしたくないから。
I just don't want to do pointless things. Got him. It seemed like a quarrel. Butting in didn't seem like a good idea, so I decided to just keep watching for the time being. I couldn't just ignore it and walk away at this point. Yeah, I mean, I would kind of loiter around because I would worry that they're gonna get like aggressive with her. You know what I mean? And she might need bailing out from an actual friend of hers. Obviously, she wouldn't admit that Aoi is one of her friends, but he is, and like you know. She might need bailing out if they start getting aggressive. They're already like trying to guilt trip the snot out of her, so it's like she might need backup. Anyway.
私はそういう組織ごっこや友達ごっこが嫌いなの。慣れ合ったりすることで別に浸ってる感じしかしないもの。
Yeah, see, she gets it. I just don't like pretending to be a team, acting all buddy-buddy and such. Acting all friendly like this is nothing but immersing yourself in self-satisfaction. Got him.
そこに実があるようには思えないわ。
It doesn't seem genuine to me.
でも私、風戸さんと仲良くしたいな。せっかく同じクラスになれたんだし。ね。
But I really like to get along with you, you know? We're in the same class and all.
ごめんなさい。私はそうは思わないから。
Yeah, Yoru's like, look, I got a tight circle, okay? Just like I like it that way. Anyway, sorry, I don't feel that way. With that, Yoru tried to leave. But one of the girls blocked her way. See, this is why Aoi needs to back her up.
あなたね、この子の好きな人知ってるの？
Oh, see, here's where they start bullying her because they're mad. Listen, do you know who this girl likes?
ちょっと東ちゃん。
Oh, so even another one of the girls is like, hey, drop it. Come on, it's not worth it. Wait, Azuma.
なんなのよ急に。
What is this all of a sudden?
この子ね、エイジ君のことが好きなの。だから頑張って告白したの。
Uh-oh, here comes the bullying. She likes, Eiji? Edgy? Eiji? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. So she did her best and confessed to him.
なのにエイジ君は風戸さんが好きだってそう言ってるわけ。あなた、こないだエイジ君振ったわよね。
However, he told her that he likes you instead, and you turned him down the other day, right?
振ったけど、それが何か？
Oh, so some other girl confessed to some other guy, and the guy turned her down because he liked Yoru. That's what that whole exchange was. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I did. What about it?
そんな子なのにあなたのこと誘いたいって言ってるの。私たちは風戸さんはもういいって言ってるのに、この子がそう言ってくれたの。だから誘ってるの。
Despite all that, she said she wanted to invite you. We told her not to bother. We told her not to bother with you, but she still said all that. That's why we're asking you.
なんでそういうの。分かろうとしないの。
Why didn't you try to understand that? She's like, oh my god.
ごめんなさい。それはわからないことはないけど。でも、それはそれ。だから。
I'm sorry, it's not that I don't understand, but that's a different matter.
誘うのはこれっきりにして。
Please don't invite me again. Get out of my face.
あんたね。
Uh-oh. You! The girl tried to grab Yoru. Wait a second. Oh, thank God. I interrupted them. Thank God. For Aoi, dude. Thank God.
Aoi senpai?
He's like, look, they were about to get physical. I was not about to allow that. Aoi?
誰?
Eh? Huh? Who? The girl had a bewildered expression. That's understandable. I was a complete stranger to her. I'm Kazuto's senpai from the Soaring Club, Aoi Minase. Nice to meet you.
ソアリング部の?
From the Soaring Club?
先輩?
Senpai? The girls were looking at us blankly. They were probably surprised to hear that Yoru was in some club. To be honest, the Soaring Club has some very important activities today. Of course, we'll be needing Yoru's help, too.
ちょっと先輩、私はソアリング部なんかじゃ。
He's like, shut up, I'm covering for you. Wait, senpai, I'm not in the sun. Yoru tried to object, but I covered her mouth. The Soaring Club has been really busy lately, so she probably hasn't had much time to hang out with you, so please try to understand, okay? They're like, yeah.
風戸さん、ソアリング部だったんだ。知らなかった。
Kazuto, you're in the Soaring Club. I didn't know. And that's how it is. Sorry, but I'll be taking her with me now. Bye. I grabbed Yoru's hand before the girl's dumbfounded glances, then... Oh, and she's not such a bad girl. She just comes across that way sometimes. Don't mind it. I left them with those words and headed for the exit from Windy. Atta boy, dude. Hell yeah.
なんなんですか、さっきのは。
What a stud, dude. He's just like... He's so underappreciated, but he's just the best. Anyway, what was that just now? Well, you seem to be in trouble, so I came to help you.
そんなの頼んだ覚えありません。
I do not recall asking for that. Yoru made an annoyed face and turned away from me.
大体、私がソアリング部って何ですか？入部した覚えなんてないですよ。
And what about me being in the Soaring Club? I don't remember joining it. I thought that'd be the easiest way to make them leave you alone.
今は夏休み中だからまだいいですけど、学校始まってその嘘を背負うのは私なんですよ。
It's okay for now since we have summer vacation, but once school resumes, I'll be the one dealing with that lie, you know.
ごまかし続けるなり、正直に告げるなり。いずれにせよ私はあの嘘をどうにかする必要ができてしまったわけです。
I'll either have to keep pretending or tell them the truth. At any rate, I'll have to do something about that lie. She has a point. Those girls might keep pursuing the topic of the Soaring Club.
まあいいですけど、適当にごまかしますし。
Whatever. I'll just keep pretending. You know, how about actually joining already?
入りません。
I'm not joining. She seems that she doesn't want to join after all. Even though nothing bad would happen if she did. Well, you know, I kind of get the aloofness. That way she can just bail if she doesn't want to be a part of it, and she can help if she does.
まあ、でも、一応お礼を言っておきます。私を助けようとしてくれたんでしょうし。
But, well, I guess I'll thank you for once. You were trying to rescue me, right?
ありがとうございます、先輩。
Thank you, senpai. I thought you were angry.
うざったいと思うことはあっても、助けようとしてくれた人を怒ったりなんてことはありません。
Well, I may find it annoying. I don't get angry at people who are trying to help me. So you think I'm annoying?
さあ。
Who knows? Yoru dodged my question with a sadistic expression. If she thought about me like that, it would be slightly depressing.
葵先輩っておせっかいですよね。
He just cares, Yoru. He just cares. He just wants his friends to be protected and happy. You know, he just does the right thing at the right time because he's the man. Anyway, you sure are meddlesome, Aoi. Really?
自分と関係のないことに首を突っ込んだり、口を出したり。姉さんの件だって、葵先輩があそこまで考えてくれる必要はないでしょうに。
You stick your nose into others' affairs and butt in. You didn't have to think that hard about Nessan's affairs or matters either. But I was worried.
だからおせっかいなんですよ。
That's what I said. You're meddlesome. That might be true. I wasn't aware of that until she told me.
私のさっきの件だって見ぬふりして通り過ぎればよかったんじゃないですか？
He's too altruistic for that, man. Anyway, and in my case just now, wouldn't it be okay to just turn a blind eye and walk away? That would be heartless. There's no way I could ignore my cute junior in trouble.
私は別に困ってませんでしたよ。
I wasn't really in trouble, though. Ugh.
やっぱお人よしなんですよ。葵先輩は。
He's always been that way, man, since he was a little kid. Anyway, you're so soft-hearted, Aoi.
だいたい最後のなんてだいぶ意味がわからないですし。私が悪い人じゃないとかどうとか。
I especially don't get what you said at the end, that I'm not a bad girl and such. Well, you're not a bad girl after all. I thought it'd be a shame if people saw you that way.
私は損してません。
Wouldn't bother me. I think you don't deserve this. I think you don't deserve it. It would be unfair. You're cute and a good girl.
だから先輩には関係ないじゃないですか。
She's so cute when she gets all blushed, dude. Didn't I tell you that has nothing to do with you? Don't get so angry. Your face got bright red.
怒ってるから赤くなってるんじゃないんです。先輩が恥ずかしいからです。
It's not red because I'm angry. It's red because you're embarrassing me. Ah, I see. When I thought back on what I'd said, it was pretty embarrassing. Humph?
葵先輩ってどうしてそんなにグライダーに熱心なんですか？
Aoi, why are you so passionate about the glider? Huh?
ふと聞いてみたくなっただけです。グライダーで空を飛ぶことに私は意味を感じません。
I just felt like asking. I don't see much sense in flying through the sky in a glider.
だって空を飛んだからってお金がもらえるわけでもないし、テストの成績が上がるわけでもないんですよ。
It's not like you'll get any money for flying. Your test scores won't improve either, right? You think that club activities that don't give you solid results are meaningless?
非効率ですから。だから私はわかりません。そういうものに躍起になる人たちのことが。
I mean, and that's kind of the deal, though, right? Is that Yoru is a thinker, not a feeler. You know what I mean? And like, it's not about that. It's not about results. You know what I mean? It's about how it makes you feel. Like, and that's what makes it special. Anyway, it's inefficient. It's why I don't understand people who get so involved in it.
どうして先輩は空を飛ぼうとするんですか？
Why do you want to fly, senpai? That was a difficult question. I think I had the same trouble answering similar questions about road racing. It's hard to explain the value of something that doesn't give you any visible results to people who see activities like those as absolutely worthless. But if I were to answer, I guess I just fell in love with the sky. It's so big and vast, and yet it feels like I can reach it. I answered the same way I'd answered Asa before. I don't fully understand my reasons. I just thought of wanting to fly through the sky, that's all. That's why I didn't wish for any rewards for flying.
私にはできません。そういう考え。
I can't think like that. Why?
私は昔からどうしても損得計算だったり効率計算だったりしちゃうタイプですから。
I mean, you know, Yoru was like a genius, right? So it's like, it makes sense that she, you know, this is not how her brain works. It's not how it thinks. And so obviously she doesn't understand from firsthand experience, like, what it feels like to think that way. You know what I mean? Anyway, she's more logic and less, like, artful. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, I've always been the type who calculates the gains, losses, and efficiency.
夢とか情熱とか友達と遊んだりとかそれで時間取られたりとか
Dreams, passion, playing with friends, spending time with them.
そういうのわからないんです。
I don't understand those things. I see.
私この風車が羨ましいんです。
I'm jealous of these windmills. Yoru looked up at the lined up windmills as she spoke.
素直に風を受けて回れるじゃないですか。私にはわからない感性ですしわかる気もないですがそういうのなんだか羨ましいんです。
They just obediently catch the wind and turn. To me, that's something unthinkable. I can't understand it, but I'm jealous for some reason.
だから私は姉さんのことが好き。
That's why I love Nessan. Hmm?
姉さん風車みたいでしょ。
Doesn't she seem a bit like a windmill? Those sisters really get along well. That's what I thought. They had completely different ways of thinking, different likes and dislikes, but they loved each other despite that. That shows how well they get along. It would be great if you acted like this in front of your other friends as well.
難しいんですよ。私はそういうキャラじゃないです。
It's difficult. That's just not in my character. This is a tough case.
寂しい子だって思いました。
Did you think I was lonesome? Hmm?
他の人みたいに寛容でないというか、心が狭いというか、せこいというか。
I don't tolerate other
分か
people.
ってるつもりですよ、私。
Sorry, the pause was so long I just assumed it just wasn't coming. Anyway, I don't tolerate other people. I'm narrow-minded and petty. I do realize that.
夢をないがしろにするなんて可愛くないですもんね。
It's not cute to make light of dreams. I don't think so, though. Well, I do think it's a waste and that it might be lonely. But as someone who does nothing but follow my dreams, I actually find your beliefs and way of thinking pretty cool. And I think you're actually both cute and cool. She was a bit conceited, though. But I did think that in reality she was working very hard and was a very diligent sister. She's so cute, dude. I'm so excited for her route.
死ねばいいんです。
I wish you'd die. Huh?
死ねばいいんですよ、葵先輩なんて。
I wish you'd die, Aoi-senpai. Why'd you get so mad?
さっき言ったばかりじゃないですか。葵先輩は恥ずかしいって。
I just told you, you're embarrassing me. Huh? Apparently I did it again.
ほら、何ノロノロ歩いているんですか。早く行ってグライダー制作進めますよ。
Hey, why are you walking so slowly? Hurry up, let's get back to work on the glider. I'm sorry for being such an embarrassing senpai.
姉さんがドジっちゃった分の遅れ、私も手伝って取り戻しますから。ほら。
I'll help out to make up for the time you have lost because of Nesan's mistake. Come on. I kept apologizing as we were going to the dock. Aw, dude, she's like, I'm feeling things and I don't like it. Let's go. Sorry for the wait.
遅いぞ、葵くん。どこ寄り道してた？
You're late, Aoi-kun. Where have you been? Sorry. Ran into Yoru on the way.
お疲れ様です。
Hello.
あら、そうなんだ。夜ちゃん、なんだか顔赤い？
There's a good reason. Oh, I see. Wait, Yoru, why is your face so red?
いえ、なんでもないですよ。
It's nothing.
本当だ。熱でもあるんじゃないの？
It's true. Do you have a fever?
大丈夫ですから。だ
I'm fine. I was worried too, but when I said that, Yoru got mad.
って。
That's because...
だって？
Because...
なんでもないです。
Nothing. She's so cute, dude. Asa's like, what's happening?
なんだろう、この感じ。
Oh, Asa's having this jealous feeling and she doesn't know. She's like, wait, why am I feeling all jealous? What is this feeling?
もしかして。
Could it be? Is it jealousy because he's giving attention to her sister, or is it
あのね、夜ちゃん。
or is it like love that he's being nice to her sister? You know what I mean? Who knows? Say, Yoru. Yeah?
今日、葵先輩と一緒に来たよね、部活。
You came with Aoi to the club today.
うん。
Yeah?
何かあったの？
I think she's jealous, dude. Did something happen?
え？何かって？
What do you mean?
あ、いや、夜ちゃん顔が赤かったから何かあったのかなーって。
Well, your face was all red, so I wondered if something happened.
別に何もないけど。
Huh? No, nothing happened.
本当に？
Really?
本当に。
Really?
本当に？
Really, really?
本当に。ただ、ちょっと困ったことがあって。葵先輩が助けてくれたというか、おせっかいされたというか。
Really, really, really. I was just in a little trouble and Aoi helped me out. Or rather, he was meddlesome.
何かあったってことじゃないそれ。どんなことがあったの？
So something had happened after all. What trouble?
本当に大したことないわよ。クラスメートがあんまりうるさく呼び出すから行ってみたら、ちょっと絡まれて、それを片付けてくれただけ。
It wasn't really a big deal. My classmates just wouldn't shut up about meeting with me, so I went to see them and I got in a little quarrel. He just helped me settle it, that's all.
へえ。
She's like, oh, really?
思い出すだけで腹が立ってき
Makes me angry just remembering it.
た。なんで？
Why?
だってあの先輩、私のことかわいいだなんて。
It's so cute, dude. Can't take it. Because Aoi said that I was cute.
夜ちゃんがそういう風に人に動じてるとこ初めて見た。
That's the first time I've seen you getting agitated by someone like that.
そう
Really? Yeah.
あのね、聞いてみたいことがあるの。夜ちゃんって好きな人いる？
Oh, you know, there's something I want to ask you. Do you have someone that you like? Huh? She's like, maybe.
そんなの無駄だし、いないわよ。恋愛なんて柄じゃないわ。
I don't. It's pointless. I'm not interested in relationships.
本当に？
Really?
本当に。あ、姉さんは好きよ。家族として。
Really? But I love you, Nesan, as family.
そっか。
I see.
どうしたのよ、姉さん。
What is it, Nesan?
あのね、もしだよ。千が一の万が一の億が一。
Uh-oh. Say if, just if, on the unlikely, 1 in a million chance.
ん？
Yeah?
私が葵先輩のことを好きになったって言ったら、夜ちゃんどうする？
If I said that I liked Aoi, what would you do?
え？
Huh?
だからもしって。
I said it's just if I did.
どうもしないわよ。強いて言うなら、あんな先輩やめておいた方がいいんじゃないかって、姉さんを止めるくらい。
I wouldn't do anything. If I really had to say something, I'd suggest you pass on that senpai and try and stop you.
でも、恋なんて自由じゃない。私は寂しいけど、それをどうこう言うことはできないわ。多分。
But you can't choose who you love. I'd be lonely, but there's nothing I could do about that. Probably.
本当にそれだけ？
Really? That's it.
それだけよ。それ以外に何があるの？
That's it. What else would there be?
そっか。
I see.
何よ姉さん、さっきから奥歯に物が詰まったような言い方だけど。
What's the matter, Nesan? You've been beating around the bush for a while.
安心して夜ちゃん、今のは違うから。
Don't worry, Yoru. It wasn't true.
え？
Huh?
私が葵先輩のこと好きなことなんてないから。
I don't love Aoi.
そこまで意味ありげに言っておいて否定なんて。それに安心しろって。
Huh? Huh? You said it so meaningfully, and now you're denying it and telling me not to worry?
いいから、とにかく今のは違うから。
Never mind. Anyway, it wasn't true. It wasn't.
姉さんがそう言うんだったらっていうか、姉さんから言い出したことだし、姉さんが違うって言うんならそれでいいわよ。
Huh? Okay, if you say so. I mean, you're the one who brought it up in the first place. If you're saying it's not true, so be it.
じゃあそういうことだから、さっきのは本当に違うから、万が一の億が一だから。
That's settled then. It really wasn't true. It was just an unlikely 1 in a million scenario.
うん。
Yeah.
もしかして姉さん、やっぱりあいつのことは。
Could it be that Nesan really...
夜ちゃん、もしかしてやっぱり。
Yoru, could it be that she really... Ooh, things are all awkward between them. Do they both have feelings for him? I mean, we all know Yoru does. We all know she does. Like, because obviously it's her route. It must end well, right? Like, we know Asa does, but does Yoru also? It's just like, now they're both all super suspicious of each other. What's happening? They're like, okay, glad we talked about that. So, this like super awkward standoff now because they're both thinking, wait a minute, does my twin actually like him? Fascinating. Can't wait for Yoru's route, man. Can't wait to see more of Asa's route. Anyway, I gotta check something real quick. Give me just a second. Okay. Anyway, we're back. Birds that fly in the sky can't possibly understand the feelings of humans who crawl on the ground. Ever since I was small, my friends have been jealous of me, that I was born in such a big, rich family. At times, they even showed some ill will for no reason and looked at me with mean eyes.
どうして私はこんな家に生まれてしまったの？
Why was I born into such a family? In my eyes, there was nothing good about a family like that. I love my parents, my sister, my grandfather, and everyone, but...
両親はなかなかお家に戻ってこないし、寂しいし、何より
周囲のみんなはキラキラしていてすごくて
My parents don't come home much, so I'm lonely. And more importantly, everyone around me is so brilliant and amazing. The Kazuto family is a lineage of splendid, rich people who have built that fortune with their genius. They weren't like those talentless, filthy rich people you can often find in books. It was more like an extraordinary lineage of heroes from Hollywood movies. That's why I was so miserable. I wasn't extraordinary at all. I was absolutely pathetic.
朝ちゃんを見てると安心できるわ。風との家は天才ばかりで、おばさんたちがバカみたいに思えちゃうからさ。
It's a terrible thing to say. Like, I'm so glad you're around too. Otherwise, I'd be the only stupid person in this family. Like, that's a terrible thing to say. What kind of aunt do you have? What an asshole. Anyway, I'm relieved that you're around, Asa. Aunts like me would look so stupid if the whole Kazuto family was nothing but geniuses. That's a horrible thing to say. I was hurt by my aunt's thoughtless remarks. Yeah, no shit.
夜ちゃんの方がお姉ちゃんよね。
Yoru seems more like the older sister. I was really hurt by my aunt's thoughtless remarks. No kidding.
それは良かったです
She's like, ah, yeah, totally, good for her. And hurt again by my own forced smile. But I was a little relieved to know that at least one person in the family had less grace than I did. Yeah, hey, they have that going for you. I was hurt even further by the fact that I had these kinds of thoughts. No matter how hard I tried, how hard I studied, I remained just average. So I stopped trying so hard. When I was still a child, I decided that I will never be able to win with unbeatable people. Not with my gorgeous, brilliant parents and with my sister. Why was a person like me even born into such a splendid family? I would fit much better into a normal family, not as the daughter of a famous scientist or a granddaughter of the school's chairman. I was suffocating. The older I got, the bigger my body grew, the more air I needed to survive. Breathing was getting harder and harder. Yeah, I don't blame her. That's a hard crowd to run with. That's why I was using this place my grandfather had lent me to catch my breath, to gather my thoughts and console myself.
姉さん
Ne-san. Choosing a suitable time, Yoru joined me.
ね姉さん私も習い事全部やめたわ
You know, Ne-san, I also quit all my lessons.
どうして
Why?
だって姉さんがいないのに一人だけやっててもつまらないもの
Because it wasn't fun doing them alone without you around. Piano, tea ceremony, horseback riding, ballet, good lord. I couldn't do any of them well, so I quit them all.
やるちゃん上手だったのにもったいない
But you were so good at them, what a waste.
私にとってはどれもそんなに価値があるものじゃないし
None of them were worth much to me. I wanted to find a hobby that Yoru couldn't beat me at, something that she wouldn't even be interested in, a hobby, a world for myself. That's why I was yearning for the sky, and I wanted to reach it for as long as I remember.
私はそれより姉さんと一緒の時間を増やしたい
I'd rather spend more time with you, Ne-san. And Yoru still wholeheartedly believed in someone like me.
ヨルちゃんはどうしてそんなに私を好きでいてくれるの
Why do you like me so much, Yoru?
私にないものを持っているからそれと人を好きになるのに理由なんてないわよ
Because you have something I don't. Besides, you don't need a reason to like someone. I was jealous of Yoru, but she was dear to me. If Yoru really fell in love with Aoi, then why did I fall in love too?
姉さんまた落ち込んでるみたいだけどほら元気出すなんだかよくわからないけど私でよければ相談に乗るから
Ne-san, you look sad again. Come on, cheer up. I don't know what's bothering you, but if you want, you can consult me anytime.
ありがとう
Yeah, thanks. Birds that fly in the sky can't possibly understand the feelings of humans who crawl on the ground. Because birds have wings. Oh, poor Yoru, dudes. And poor Asa. I meant to say Asa primarily. Poor Asa and also Yoru. It's so sad, dude. Anyway, despite the trouble along the way, with Kaneko and Yoru helping out, we managed to get back on schedule with the glider reconstruction. In fact, we've been getting a bit ahead of schedule again. Everything started going smoothly again. That's what we thought. Obviously. God forbid that lasted. Asa? What? You've been lost in thought a lot lately. Is something worrying you?
いえなんでもないんです
No, it's nothing. However, Asa was acting a little odd again. She didn't seem particularly gloomy or depressed. I just felt that there was something on her mind. That's how it seemed to me, at least. Are you okay?
大丈夫ですよ本当に
She all leaves. Yeah, really fine. It would be okay if that was the case, but
朝ちゃんって最近ちょっち調子がおかしくない
doesn't Asa seem a little bit strange lately? So you think so too, Kaneko? Apparently, it wasn't just me.
考 事多いよね。思春期かしら。
It seems she has a lot on her mind. Could it be puberty?
まあ年頃だし、かなこさんや葵のような人と違って朝ちゃんはデリケートっぽいしね。
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Anyway, well, she's about that age, right? Unlike someone like you or Aoi, Asa seems rather delicate.
アゲハちゃん、何その言い方。私たちがデリカシーがないみたいな言い方。
What do you mean, Agaha? You said it as if we lack delicacy. Yoru's like, oh god.
おかしいって言えばあっちもよね。
Now that you mention it, she's acting strange too.
アゲハ先輩、これはどこに取り付ければいいんですか？
Agaha, where should I attach this?
ほら見てよあれ。なんであの子あんなに真面目なの？
Just look at her. Why is she so serious about this? I like how everyone's like, the twins are being really weird and we don't know why. They're both all super weird right now. Isn't that a good thing?
いいことだけどよくないわよ。何か怪しいものでも食べたんじゃないの？
It may be good, but it's weird. Did she eat something suspicious or what?
ついこの間までそんな無駄なことには付き合いませんだとか、空を飛んで何か意味あるんですかとか言ってたロマンのかけらもないようなやつよ。
Until just recently, she was saying that flying is meaningless and that she didn't want to participate in useless activities. She didn't have a hint of romanticism.
なんでそんな子が急に協調性を見せているわけ？
So why is she so cooperative all of a sudden? Does it matter? Yoru just decided to help us out, that's all.
そういうことですよ、鳥先輩。自分よりできる人間が混じったからってそう嫉妬しないでください。
Ooh. It's just as she says, Bird Senpai. As he says, Bird Senpai. Don't be so jealous that someone like more skilled than you was joined.
ですって。
What?
ああ、鳥頭はすぐ怒る。
Oh my, Bird Brain gets angry so easily.
誰が鳥頭じゃん。
Who's a Bird Brain?
最近さ、あの二人ってすごく仲いいよね。
Those two have been getting along really well lately, haven't they? Yeah. I'm not sure if they are very compatible or polar opposites.
でも確かに夜ちゃんも少し様子はおかしい気がするのよね。
But I do think Yoru has been a bit strange lately too. Really?
まあ気のせいならいいんだけど、夜ちゃんも悩めるお年頃な気はするかななんて。
Oh well, maybe it's just my imagination, but it feels like she's going through a troublesome age as well. Kaneko was getting along well with the twins and as a girl too, so she might understand them better than I did. But honestly...
一人じゃこれやりにくいな。
this is hard to do by myself. Yoru, can I help you?
金子さん、ちょっと手伝ってもらえます？
You shut that down. Kaneko, could you please help me a little?
オッケーよ。
Okay. He's like, ow. It seems like she was avoiding me. They both are. It's terrible. Now they're both hiding from you because they think the other one likes you.
葵さ、夜ちゃんに何か嫌われるようなことした？
They all look at him like what the hell did you do? Say, Aoi, did you do something to make Yoru hate you? No, I don't remember anything like that.
セクハラとか。
Sexual harassment or something?
葵くん、あんまり後輩に嫌われるようなことしちゃダメだよ。
Aoi-kun, you should get along with your juniors, okay? I don't want to hear that from you. They're both avoiding him. And they're both acting weird. What's happening? Yeah, they're all very internal going on. After we were done with club activities and I was back at the dorm, I started getting ready for the next day. A typhoon was expected tomorrow evening, so I had to prepare for that. I brought in the flower pots and stuff from outside and put them away in a safe place. Did I do something to make Yoru hate me? I can't think of anything like that. But now that I thought about it, lately Asa seemed to be avoiding me a bit too. She used to be assertive by asking to help with cooking and such, but she stopped doing that. Aoi-kun! Hug. Ah!
何よ、私に抱かれて悲鳴とか失礼なこと極まりないわね。
Why are you screaming when I hug you? That's extremely rude. Oh, it's you, Kaneko. No, I mean, what are you doing? When I looked back, I saw Kaneko in her underwear. Please don't cling to me so suddenly. It's bad for my heart, okay?
いきなりって何よ。ちゃんと一度呼んだわよ。でも葵くんが気づかないから。
What was sudden? I called out your name first, right? But you didn't notice.
抱きついちゃったってわけ。
So I hugged you. Anyway, don't cling to me, and please wear some clothes. Why are you in your underwear to begin with? It was still before dinner, so she shouldn't have gotten out of the bath.
暑いから？
Because it's hot? Please stop walking around in your underwear just because it's hot. I'm a guy, okay?
むしろ男がいるから下着なのよ。
It's because there's a guy around that I'm in my underwear. Could you please cut it out with the sexual harassment? It's a real pain.
タルタルソース出すなら手伝うわよ。
Why would you go? Why? Why? Anyway, I'll help you squeeze out some tartar sauce. I'd rather not. Nothing personal, but we're spoken for. Why are you trying to strip me? Is she a dirty old man or what? Yikes.
まあからかうのはそろそろやめにして。
I guess I'll stop teasing you for now. So you were teasing me after all.
葵くんまで思春期に入っちゃった？
Are you going through puberty too, Aoi-kun? Huh?
なんか上の空だったじゃない今。私が近づいても気づかないほどに。どんな考え事してたのかなって。
Weren't you a little absent-minded just now? I wonder what you were thinking about so deeply that you didn't even notice me getting closer.
もしかして朝ちゃんと夜ちゃんのこと？
About Asa and Yoru by any chance? Kaneko was unexpectedly observant. How had she guessed? It kind of seems like they came to hate me and are ignoring me. I was wondering if I really did do something to make them hate me, unintentionally, without realizing it.
ああ、そうだね。葵くんって無神経なとこあるもんね。
Ah, that's right. You're rather thick-skinned. Really?
自覚ないの？朝ごはんに麻婆豆腐出してるのに。
You didn't realize? And you even served Mappo tofu for breakfast. Yeah, I still make mistakes like that. I do it much less often than I used to, but I still serve overly hearty meals for breakfast sometimes. I thought that Mappo tofu was healthy though.
まあでも別に葵くんのこと嫌ってるわけでもなさそうな気はするけどな。
Well, I don't think they really hate you though. Is that so?
だって朝ちゃんと夜ちゃんの2人の間もなんだかぎこちない感じがするもの。
After all, the atmosphere between the two of them is pretty awkward as well.
絡みが減ったっていうか、夜ちゃんなんて前は朝ちゃんにベタベタだったじゃない？
They're not hanging out together as much. Didn't Yoru used to stick to Asa like glue? Now that you mention it, Yoru hadn't been so clingy with Asa lately, and Asa also seemed a little less concerned with Yoru.
まああれよね。聞くのが手っ取り早いわよね。
Well, the fastest way to find out about that would be asking them, right? That's true, but they won't tell me. That's why I'm worried. Actually, I had already tried to talk to Asa several times. I wanted to know if there's something bothering her and what it was, but every time she only shook her head and insisted that it was nothing. It sure didn't look like nothing, though.
いやまあ私にも教えてくれなかったんだけどね。実は何度か聞いてみたんだわ。
Well, yeah, they wouldn't tell me either. I've actually asked them several times. So it's no good. As I thought, Kaneko had also tried to talk with them. I didn't know if I should be thinking like this, but this fact made me happy for some reason. Yeah, it's because it's not just you. It's because he's like, oh, good, so they're not singling me out. They don't want to tell anybody.
まあでも話したくないことはあんまり聞こうとするのも野暮ってものよね。
It would be insensitive to keep asking them about something they don't want to talk about. Yeah, I'm sure that if they wanted to talk, they'd come and say something themselves. I guess I should wait for the moment.
じゃあせめて私にできることでもしてあげますかね。
I guess I'll do what I can to help. And what would that be?
秘密。
It's a secret. Kaneko flashed a somewhat wicked smile and left the living room.
ここは先輩が一肌脱ぐしかないかもしれませんの。
There might be no other way than for me to pitch in and help. What was she up to? Well, I mean, hey, anything she can do to speed along the process. They're all super awkward even with each other. Yikes.
あの日以降ずっとこんな感じ。
It seems it's been like this ever since that day.
夜ちゃんとなんだか少しぎこちなくて、当然葵先輩とも。
It's a little awkward with Yoru, and of course with Aoi too.
息苦しい。
It's suffocating.
ねえ、姉さん。
Hey, Ne-san. Yeah?
今日の夕食美味しかったわね。
Tonight's dinner was delicious, wasn't it? She's like trying to make small talk and it's like an effort. Oh no, it's so sad.
そうだね。
Yeah, it was.
あんまり味なんて覚えてないんだけども。
I don't really remember how it tasted like though.
夜ちゃんもなんだかぎこちない感じがするし。なんだろうこの変な感覚。
Yoru seems to feel awkward too. What is this weird feeling?
一度こうなってから元に戻るきっかけもつかめないし。やっぱり 息苦しい。
Once it's gotten like this, I can't find a way to get back to normal. It's really hard to breathe.
ねえ夜ちゃん、明日台風来るらしいよ。知ってた？
Hey, Yoru, it seems like a typhoon is coming tomorrow. Did you know?
ええ、知ってる。
Yeah, I know. Silence.
なんでだろう。姉さんと面と向かって話しにくい。
Why is this happening? It's hard to talk with Nesan face to face.
それに葵先輩も。どうしてよ。私は別に葵先輩や姉さんと話しにくい理由なんて。
And with Aoi too. Why? There's no reason why talking with him should be difficult.
私でも気づいてないことがある。
Did I miss something? Oh, sorry, too fast. Did I miss something? What is it?
私はもしかして。
Could it be that I...
違う、そんなことない。
No, that can't be. Yeah, of course, definitely not.
とにかく今は姉さんよ。姉さんと元に戻りたいのに、なんだかよくわからないまま気まずくなっちゃったから、そのきっかけもないっていうか。
Anyway, Nesan comes first. I want everything to get back to normal between us, but for some reason it remains awkward. I don't know how to fix that.
今までずーっと仲良しだったからな。こういう時ってどうすればいいの？
We were always getting along so well until now. What should I do at times like this? Awkward. Knock knock. Oh, thank God. Here comes help.
あれ、誰だろう？
Huh? Who could that be? Yes?
やっ
Oh,
ほー、
thank
二人
God.
とも。
Oh, thank God. Here comes help. You two.
かなこさん、どうしたんですか？
Kanako, what is it?
ちょっと遊びに来たみたいな。元気してたかしら？
I just felt like dropping by for a bit. Have you been well?
まあ、それなりに。
Well, more or less.
そっか。ちょっと二人の様子がおかしかったから元気づけに来てみたつもりだったけど、無駄骨だった？
I see. I thought you two seemed a little off lately, so I came to try and cheer you up. Was it pointless?
え、あ
There's silence.
大丈夫ですよ。少なくとも私は何もおかしなところなんて。
Sure. Everything's alright. At least in my case, there's nothing.
ねえねえ、ちょっと提案があるんだけどさ。
Hey, get this. I have a little suggestion.
はい？
Yes?
暗い気持ちを吹っ飛ばせるように、こんな時こそ面白いことをしてみるの。
To get rid of your gloomy feelings, at times like this, you should try doing something fun.
普段では決してしないような。ね。
It's gonna be something stupid, dude. Just watch. It's gonna be something stupid. Something you'd never do normally.
面白いこと？
Something fun?
そう。二人がなんで悩んでるのかは知らないし、話したくないなら教えてもらう必要はないけど。
Yes, yes, and I don't know what's troubling the two of you, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
それでも楽しい気持ちになった方が私は人生得だと思うのよね。うん。
But still, I think you'd feel refreshed if you did something fun. Yeah.
おせっかいですね。
You sure are meddlesome.
葵先輩に少し似てる。
A little like Aoi.
まあまあ、だって可愛い後輩が落ち込んでたらこっちまで暗くなっちゃうってもんじゃない？
Hey, it's just that when I see my cute juniors depressed, it makes me feel sad too, you know.
やっぱり似てる。
Yup, she's like him.
どんな提案でしょうか？
What suggestion is it?
入れ替わっちゃうのよ、二人が。
Let's make the two of you switch places.
え？
Oh, that was not what I expected. Huh?
どうしてそんなことをしなきゃ？
Why should we do something like that?
なんだかよくわからないけど、二人は今周囲との付き合い方で悩んでることがある。そんな気がするわ。
I'm not sure why, but it seems like you two have some trouble with interacting with people around you. That's what I think.
そしてそれをどうにかしたいともね。
And you want to do something about it, am I wrong?
それは。
Well,
でもそれでどうして入れ替わるなんて。
but why should we switch places?
面白いからよ。そしてみんなが関わることだから。
Because it'll be fun, and it'll get everyone involved.
朝ちゃんと夜ちゃんが入れ替われば、朝ちゃんと夜ちゃんは話すことになるでしょ。
If you switch places, you'll have to talk as the other one, right?
みんなを騙せば、それを種明かしした時にそれについてみんなと話すことになっちゃう。
And when you reveal that it was a trick, you'll have to speak to everyone.
当然、葵くんともね。
Including Aoi-kun, of course.
それは
That's
確かに。
true.
っていうのはどうかな。なんか2人とも元気がなさそうだったから、私が考えた盛り上げアイデアなんだけど。
So, what do you think? It's just my idea to shake things up a bit since the two of you seem kind of sad lately.
ほら、楽しいことしてると悩みなんて沸騰上かもしれないし。
Come on, if you do something fun, your worries might get blown away.
というか、以前からやってみてほしくて仕方なかったの。2人の入れ替わり。
And, actually, I've wanted to see this for a long time already, you two switching places.
本音はそれですか。
So that's your real reason.
楽しさ半分、おせっかい半分。まあ、確かに楽しそうではあるけど。
She's half playing around and half meddling. Well, it does sound a bit fun, but...
心配してくれていての提案だし、断りにくいな。それに。
It's a suggestion she made out of worry for us, so it's hard to turn down. Besides...
こんな状況で姉さんとそんなことできるわけが。
But in this situation, there's no way that Ne-san would...
面白そうですね。
Sounds...
それ。
She's like, sounds fun!
お、朝ちゃん乗り気？
You're in, Asa?
姉さん。
Ne-san?
せっかくだから乗ってみようかな。
I thought I'd give it a try.
それに、ヨルちゃんと入れ替わっていれば、先輩がヨルちゃんにどうしてしているかわかる。
And if I switch places with Yoru, I'll see how Senpai acts around her.
どうして私はこんなこと知りたいって思っちゃうようになってるんだろう。
It's because you're jealous. Anyway, wait, why did I even think of finding that out?
ヨルちゃんはどうかな。
Yoru, what about you?
姉さんが賛同してるなら断る必要はないか。このギクシャクした感じ嫌だし。
If Ne-san approves of it, I don't need to refuse, right? I'm sick of this awkwardness.
こういうバカらしいことの一つでもやれば元に戻れるかもね。
If we do something stupid like this, we might get back to normal.
それに懐かしいし、こういうの
And it's nostalgic, something like that.
やります。
I'll do it.
お、それじゃあ
Alright then.
失敗してもいいから聞いてみたい。
Even if I fail, I want to ask.
最近私はそう考えるようになったから。
It's been on my mind lately, so... Oh, sorry, too fast. It's been on my mind lately, so... Ooh, she's like hardening her resolve. Maybe to ask Aoi or something? Or about like, do you like me or whatever? Like, maybe something aggressive, you know, now's her chance. Anyway, okay, it's about time for me to resync, so just give me just a second. Okay, it's breakfast time.
あの
This is obviously Yoru pretending to be Asa. Yes?
いえ、なんでもありません。
She's like doing her best Asa impression? No, nothing. The two of them still seem a little distant, but today they also seem strangely restless.
あの、葵先輩。
Okay, hang on. So is this one Yoru or Asa? I can't tell. I think it's still Yoru pretending to be Asa, I think. Anyway, Aoi. Yes?
何か感じませんか？
Don't you sense anything? What does that mean? Like what?
もういいです。
No, never mind. What was that? Yoru seemed angry for some reason. Kaneko's like, this is great. Why are you laughing, Kaneko?
別に。
No reason. I have a feeling that you're up to something. That was a suspicious laugh.
そんなことないわよ。
Not at all. That reminds me. Kaneko, that thing we were talking about yesterday, how'd it go? I remember that she said she was going to do something for Asa and Yoru last night.
何のこと？
What are you talking about? She definitely was up to something.
ちょっと、風と妹、醤油取ってくれる？
Hey, little Kazuto, can you pass me the soy sauce? Now, obviously this is Yoru pretending to be Asa.
夜ちゃん、小鳥先輩が呼んでるよ。
She's like, hey, focus, you have to pretend to be me, remember? Yoru, Katori is talking to you.
ごめん。
I'm sorry.
はい、これね。
Here, there you go.
ありがとう。
She's like, thanks. What is it, Katori?
やっ
ぱり変なものでも食べてるんじゃ。
I still think she ate something weird. Why?
あの子、私に醤油取ってくれたのよ。
Well, she passed me the soy sauce. It's just passing the soy sauce. It's normal.
おかしい。それに妙な間があったし、今。
It's strange, and there was a strange pause there just now. Just how much does Yoru normally hate you? Asa, can you hand me the tissues, please?
はい先輩。
Yes, sir.
はいティッシュですね。
Then she immediately like cuts herself off. Yes, the tissues, right. Yeah, thanks. Why did she say that so loudly?
姉さん。
She's like, hey! Remember, you're meek. Tone it down. Nesan.
ごめんなさい。
Sorry. They're like, this is difficult.
早速スリルがなくなってきたわね。さすがだわ。
The thrill has disappeared right away, as expected. As we were walking back from school, Kaneko suddenly said this. What do you mean?
いや、こっちの話。
Nothing, just talking to myself, she said and gazed at Asa and Yoru. Is this something related to that talk from yesterday?
もうそんなところかしら。
Well, maybe. Kaneko dodged the question. Also, today she was coming to our club activities.
確かにこんなことをしてたら悩むも悩まないもどうでもよくなってくるわね。
When I actually do something like this, I don't have time for worrying.
それ以上にこの状況どうしようって考えるので必死。今ある悩みをそれ以上に優先度の高い悩みで打ち消しているみたいな。
I'm too busy thinking of how to act in this situation. My worries have been replaced by higher priority problems.
意図してやったのか知らないけど、かなこさんのこのアイディアは確かにナイスかも。
She may have some ulterior motives, but Kaneko's idea might have been pretty good.
葵先輩に気づかれてないよね。気づかれてないといいんだけど。
Okay. So correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm pretty sure because obviously the name is right here. I think the name is showing the person it's supposed to be, but like obviously we know that obviously Asa is in control of quote unquote Yoru. You know what I mean? Like she's pretending to be Yoru, right? So it says Yoru because that is who she's pretending to be. You know what I mean? Because like that was part of the reason it was throwing me. But the best way to tell is listening to the voice. Obviously that was Asa's voice, not Yoru's voice. Anyway, Aoi hasn't noticed, right? I hope he hasn't.
でも気づかれないことがなんだか寂しいよ。
But it's a little sad to think he hasn't noticed. Well, they all think something's wrong, but they can't tell.
ハバネ先輩。
That's not how Yoru talks to her. Habane senpai? Yeah?
何か感じません？
Haven't you noticed anything?
感じる？
Noticed? She's like, oh god.
いや、やっぱいいです。
Wow, that was a great impression. Wow, no, never mind.
なんなのよ一体。また私をからかってるの？
What is it? Are you making fun of me again?
いえ、そういうわけではなくて。
Obviously, Asa immediately starts backtracking. She's like, no, it's not that.
やっぱりからかってるでしょ。妹のくせに。
You are making fun of me, even though you're just a younger sister. You're Hibari's younger sister yourself. And since when is younger sister an insult to begin with?
ねえ、今日って夕方過ぎに台風来ちゃうんだよね。部活は何時くらいに引き上げる？
Hey, the typhoon is supposed to hit this evening, right? What time should we go home? I guess we'll return just past evening. We don't want to get stuck there. Is that okay, President?
じゃあそんな感じにしましょう。
Yeah, let's go with that.
はーい。
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm really curious what details are going to come up here.
ねえ、姉さん。
Hey, Nesan.
ん？
Yeah?
昔を思い出すわね。これ。
This reminds me of old times.
そうだね。さすがにこの年になるととも思ったけど、もう慣れてきたかも。
Ah, so apparently they used to do this back in the day, which makes sense. Yeah, I didn't think we'd do this again at this age, but I think I got used to it already.
何が慣れたの？
What are you used to?
いえ、こっちの話です。
Nothing, just talking to myself.
ねえ、やっぱ変じゃない？今日のあんた。
Hey, you are weird today, aren't you?
変わってるといえば変わってますが。 鳥先輩の平常時よりは変でないと思います。
Wow, go get him! Dude, Asa laid it on. She's so good, dude. I may be a bit weird today, but less than you are every day, Bird Senpai.
やっぱ普通だったわ。
She's normal after all.
夜ちゃん、あんまり先輩をからかうのは良くないよ。
Wow, they're both getting like so in character, dude. Yoro-chan, you shouldn't make fun of Senpai so much, okay?
さすがね。
Kaneko's like, this is great. Yep, as expected. Kaneko, what are you talking about?
いえ、なんでもないわよ。
Nothing. Kaneko has had an ominous smile on her face for a while now. But that aside, I had a kind of odd feeling, like something was a little out of place. Now that I think about it, this morning, Yoru did ask me if I sensed anything. Was it... Hey, Yoru.
はい。なんでしょうか。
Yes, what is it? I just wonder, have you cut your hair?
いえ、切ってないです。
No, I haven't. Then have you changed your hairstyle? No, you haven't, right?
変えてないですね。
I haven't. Then what was it? Makeup? No, she's not wearing any.
魂は変えました。
She has changed her soul. Huh?
冗談です。
It's a joke. What kind of weird joke was that?
おー、みんな、おはよう。
Everyone, hello. We met up with Ageha. Hello, Ageha.
今日も皆さん元気そうで何より。って、あれあれ？
As Ageha noticed something immediately, everyone looks full of energy today, and... Wait, huh? What is it, Ageha? They're both like, did you notice immediately?
いや、ごめん。気のせいだと思う。
Ah. Dude, Ageha noticed immediately, but she, like, probably not enough. Either she's in on it and she's like, oh, yeah, okay, I'll pretend. Or her gut screamed at her something's wrong, but she can't tell what it is. And so she's like, no, it's probably just me. I can't be weird. So, but she did pick up on something immediately, I think. Anyway, no, sorry, just my imagination, I guess? Apparently Ageha also noticed something odd about the twins. There was definitely something strange about them. Did they change their hair accessories? No, it didn't look like it. He's all trying to running through his head of all these things it could be. He's like, what could... Something's wrong.
ちょっと朝、お願いがあるんだけど。
Hey, Asa, can I ask you to do something?
はい。
Yes?
よし。呼ばれても完璧。
Alright, flawless, even when called out. What's the matter, Kaneko?
いえ、なんでもないの。
Me? Huh? Oh, nothing. So she won't say no matter what?
ちょっとこれ、そっちで引っ張ってもらえるかしら。
Could you pull it this way a little?
嫌ですよ。自分で頑張ってくださいよ、鳥先輩。
No, do it yourself, Bird Senpai. Huh?
どうかしましたか、先輩。お手伝いしますよ。
I think she responded in her normal way, but then she had to correct. Huh? What's the matter, Senpai? I'll help. She's like, am I having a stroke? Something was definitely off.
困ったわね。
That's a problem. What's wrong?
いや、大したことじゃないんだけどさ、ゴミ袋が足りなくて。
It's not a big deal, we just don't have enough garbage bags. Due to glider reconstruction, we've been using up a lot of garbage bags lately. If we neglected that, we could run out of those at any time. Then should I go buy some?
わざわざ？
You'd go just for those? Well, I'll just buy them and come right back, so it won't take long, and I just ran out of things to do here.
そう？じゃあ、お願いしようかな。
Really? Okay, thanks.
私もついて行っていいですか？
Can I go too? That's fine, but, huh? Yoru wanted to come? Yeah, totally.
一人じゃ寂しいって思って付き合ってあげようと思ったのよ。悪い？
She immediately she's like, I want to go. She's like, wait, crap. I gotta do it seriously. I just thought you might be lonely going by yourself, so I thought I'd keep you company. Is that a problem? Yeah, come along then. Hearing something like this from Yoru was very strange. But if there's just two of us, we could buy some other things while we were at it, since it would be easy to carry them.
気が向いたからよ。
Well, I just felt like it. Also, well, you know, it's really Yoru. Sorry, Yoru was like, what the hell is she doing? Yoru's like, what the hell is she doing? Something felt odd after all. To think that Yoru would volunteer to go shopping. Normally, she definitely wouldn't do something like this. Just what is she up to? Aren't you acting a little strange?
何がですか？
In what way? Maybe it's just my imagination.
気のせいじゃない？なんだかよくわからないけど。
Of course it is. I'm not sure what you're talking about, though. If she said this herself, I guess it's true, right?
で、どこに買いに行くんですか?
So, where are we going to? We may as well go to the supermarket and get some cheap ones. There's one nearby.
はい、わかりました。
Okay, got it. It must have been my imagination after all.
そういえば、最初に姉さんと出会ったのもスーパーなんですよね。
Come to think of it, you first met Nessan at the supermarket, right? Yeah.
あれからいろいろありました。
A lot has happened since then. Yeah, quite a lot. After all, it's been a year.
ですね。しかも今日台風ですし、私と姉さんが飛び予想に来たのも台風の日でしたよね。
Right. Moreover, a typhoon is coming today. When Nessan and I came into Flying Fish Manor, there was a typhoon too. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, what a coincidence. A whole year has passed since then, huh? I saw Asa buying ingredients for curry at the supermarket. The next day I also saw Yoru. That reminds me, you like Sukumen, right? Huh? If I remember right, the first time we met, you said you liked it.
いえ、つけ麺が好きなのは。
No, the one who likes Sukumen... Hmm?
いや、
No, nothing. Yoru's words weren't quite clear.
はい、そうです。私です。
Oops, she responded honestly. She's like, oh, wait, crap, Yoru does like that. She's like, yeah, that's right, it's me. So I was right. I was wondering if I didn't mix something up.
姉さんは逆にあまり好きじゃないんです。辛いものが好きなんですが、脂っこいのはそんなに好きじゃなくて。
Nessan, on the contrary, doesn't like it too much. She likes spicy things, but isn't too fond of noodles.
私は甘いものや脂っこいものが好きです。
I like sweets and noodles. Then I guess your preferences are a little more feminine.
え、
Huh? Well, you know, girls are known for liking sweets and meat. It might just be a stereotype, but still.
そうかもしれませんね。
I see. It may be so. It may be so. I didn't realize that. Yoru?
いえ、なんでもないです。女の子っぽいって言われて嬉しかったんです。
He's like, are you? Why? Why all of a sudden? No, nothing. I'm just happy you called me feminine. I see. But wow, you two really are completely different things.
そうですね。昔から好みは逆です。
That's right. We've always had opposite likes and dislikes. We talked about that once before. They looked so much alike, but their ways of thinking were exactly opposite.
だから昔から姉さんとは喧嘩をしました。どちらがいいものか、キノコとタケノコどちらが優れてるのか、いろいろ。
That's why I've always thought about quarreling. I've always been quarreling with Nessan about various things, like which are better, mushrooms or bamboo. Oh, it's surprising to hear that you were fighting.
まあ、いつもというわけでもないですし、たわいもない喧嘩でしたけどね。
Well, not all the time. They were just silly little arguments.
ほら、子供って自分が好きなものの方が正しいって周囲に主張したくなるところがあるじゃないですか。
You know how kids are. Don't they always want to prove to others that their own likes and dislikes are the correct ones? Yeah, that's true. I know what you're talking about. Even adults do that sometimes.
だからそういうのでいろいろと。
And so we were arguing about various stuff like that.
だからこそ安心してたんですけどね。
And that's why I was relieved, but... Relieved? Yoru stopped talking for a moment. Then, after thinking about something for a moment...
ま、いろいろとですよ。
About various things.
というかほら、先輩、さっさと買い物に行きましょう。
Anyway, come on, senpai, let's get that shopping done. Okay? He's like, this is like, something's weird. Something is weird. We bought the garbage bags and headed back towards the dock. We also bought some juice and paper cups, so our bags were pretty heavy. I couldn't make Yoru carry too much, so I gave her the garbage bags and paper cups and carried the bags with juice bottles myself. It was on my mind while we were shopping. Something was off after all. I got the impression that the person in front of me wasn't really Yoru. Say, Yoru, today you seem somehow...
先輩、質問があるんですが。
Senpai, I have a question. Yeah? As I started asking, Yoru interrupted me with her own question.
先輩って私のことどう思ってます？
Yeah, she has to ask him before he completely realizes that she's Asa and not Yoru. And so she has to jump on it. She had to kind of cut him off there because, I mean, she had to. They're all figuring it out. Clearly something's very wrong. And so, she's, she kind of has to head him off at the pass. Because she's like, look, I have to figure out, the whole reason I came along was for this moment. Anyway, what do you think of me, senpai? Huh?
先輩ってどういう風に思ってるのかなって。
I mean, how do you feel about me? How did I feel? What kind of question is that?
そのままの意味です。どういう風に私のことを考えているのか、感じているのか、思っているのか。
Just what I said. What do you think about me? How do you feel about me? Why all of a sudden? Why do you ask?
聞きたいから。ダメですか?
Because I want to know. Can I ask? Was she just curious? It was embarrassing, but it wouldn't really hurt. It wouldn't really hurt me to answer. I think you're honest and cool, Yoru, and really amazing.
かっこいい。
Cool. It seems like you could do anything. You're smart and you know what you want. And, well, sometimes you're really cute. I think you're a great girl. Even though I told this myself, I must admit it sounded extremely embarrassing. Well, that's the result of answering honestly, so I guess it can't be helped. But really, why was she asking that? Could it be... No, definitely not. But I just imagined something rather naive, but was it just me being overly self-conscious, right? Or it was just me being overly self-conscious, right? If I were so arrogant, it would be really embarrassing to think back on it later.
姉さんのことはどう思ってますか?
And what do you think of Ne-san? Asa?
はい。
Yeah. Asa, huh? She's a hard worker, but she's also a bit of a worrywart. She made me feel like I couldn't leave her alone. Like a little sister, I guess?
妹?
Little sister. Yeah, she's cute, and when she's worried about something, I instinctively want to look after her. A girl like a little sister. That's how I think of her, I guess. Oh, shit. That's not good. You said the wrong thing.
それって女の子として可愛いってことじゃ
Oh, no.
ないですよね。
Aoi, you failed the test. Oh, no. So it's a different thing than being cute as a girl, right? Huh?
妹と女の子って違うじゃないですか。
A little sister and a girl are pretty different, aren't they? A little sister and a girl?
夜ちゃんは女。私は妹。
Oh, shit.
そういうこと。
She broke character. She broke character. Oh, no. Yoru is a woman and I'm a little sister, so that's how it is. Huh? Huh? Woman, little sister? Then why did she say that she's the little sister and in front of me was Yoru, right?
私は
I am... Oh, shit. He fucked up. Oh, no. Yoru suddenly pulled me in and brought her face close to mine. Oh my god, is she gonna get aggressive?
私が誰だかわかりますか?
Do you know who I am? Huh? But aren't you Yoru? Ah! Did he kiss? Oh my god, she kissed him. Wow, so brave. Sorry, it's just because, like, I don't know, man. She just, like, I mean, it's because she got upset. It's because she got upset, dude. It's because she was like, so what? You just think I'm cute like a little girl, but not like as a woman? Like, come on, man. She gets all aggressive and he's still really confused. He's like, why is Yoru hitting on me? Yeah, like, you know, she's like, do you know who I am? He's like, aren't you Yoru? He's like, oh my god, what's happening? And then she pressed her lips against mine. Huh? That what? Why? Why did she... She's like, I'm not Yoru, you idiot. My god. Our lips parted and she stepped back. And then... It's because she acted with her gut, dude. It's because she went with it. But the thing is, he's not on board yet. He's not on board yet. So now it's only going to make it worse because, yes, she freaked out and she acted with her gut and she kissed him, which is great because we never would have gotten this ball rolling otherwise. The reason why it's not working is because she's like, she didn't say, I'm Asa, you moron. Like, you know, and so now he's gonna think Yoru is hitting on him after they act like themselves again. It's gonna completely ruin the timeline. So it's progress, but like it's gonna be an extra layer of like anxiety and tragedy because now he's gonna think Yoru has all these feelings for him and it's not, it's Asa. Anyway, for some reason she seemed shocked by her own action. I'm sorry. Then she broke into a run and dashed far away. I knew she wouldn't tell him. Now he's just extra confused. He's like, why did Yoru hit on me? And it wasn't Yoru, god damn it. Huh? Why did she? He's like, what the hell? I couldn't comprehend what had just happened and just stood there, stock still for a moment. The only thing I knew is that it wasn't Yoru, it was Asa. Oh, thank God. Okay, thank God. We're good. We're good. He knew that now he figured it out, that they were reversed, but he's still confused, but now I'm way more calm about the whole thing. Like, oh, thank God. Like, because now he doesn't have the wrong impression about Yoru now. He's like, clearly they were pretending to be each other, but what was the point? You know what I mean? And so now he's really confused. Anyway. Thank God. I'm so happy he didn't think, like, Yoru has feelings for me. Like, no. Like, she yelled in your face, do you know who I am? Like, I don't think that was something Yoru would do, okay? Yikes, dude. Oh God, he has news for you. You're late. Agaha scolded me when I returned. He's like, I have a good excuse. I'm really confused. He's like, so Yoru, not Asa, what the hell's up with this? Anyway, you said you'd be back soon. What the heck were you doing? You're super late. Sorry, some stuff happened. They fixed it. Where's Yoru? Huh? She still hasn't returned? Apparently she'd run off somewhere. So he's keeping the lie going, I guess, what, for the rest of them? Interesting. You weren't with her? On the way back, yeah, I had something to do, so I told her to go back without me. Did Yoru also stop somewhere along the way? Where have you gone, Asa? I was worried, but I wanted to go look for her, but even if I went now... Yoru pretended to be Asa. Oh no. No, Asa! See, now Yoru is really concerned, because Asa, obviously, Asa has bolted. Yoru is like, what the hell just happened? And now she's still pretending to be Asa, because she's like, the lie is still going, even though, obviously, Aoi knows, and so he's just really confused. Well then, should we stop for today? I guess, it's getting late. If we don't hurry home, the typhoon will catch us. You're right. We better finish up and go. Yeah, it'd be troublesome if we got stuck here, but what about Asa? Besides, Yoru hasn't come back yet. Even after we finished our club activities, Asa still hadn't returned. You think Yoru's gonna speak up? She'd be like, yeah, I don't think so. Something about that, I don't think so. Well, she always does things at her own pace. She probably remembered she had something to do and went home. You don't know anything, Aoi? No. I tried to figure out how to cover it up. She looked a bit unwell, so she might have gone home early? That's how I answered in the end. I see. She definitely wasn't acting like herself, offering to go with you and stuff. She might have been unwell. Yoru was like, okay, I'm getting stressed now. Hey, Aoi, did something happen? Huh? She's like, she's like, do you know, are you in on the secret? Gives him like a secret wink. She's like, hey, do you know what's in? You know what's good? And he's like, what are you talking about? She's like, he's not cool. He doesn't know. He's not in on it. No, I just thought maybe you noticed something and then some stuff happened, or could it be? Oh yeah, Kaneko has been acting strange since this morning. She said that she had a plan and would help out. She might have started all this. Yeah, I noticed. Asa and Yoru, right? So you did realize that, as expected from you. And yeah, various things happened. Kaneko smiled bitterly. Sorry, this was all my idea. I thought so. It was Kaneko's prank. Apparently this was that help she was talking about yesterday. I'm not sure how making the twins switch places was supposed to help. I guess she thought that they would cheer up if they had to do something fun. But Asa's absence probably isn't related with all this. Really? Yeah, various stuff really did happen. Oh, I get it. At first I'm like, what do you mean it's not related? But no, he's kind of right though, because he's saying that he's like, look, Asa being AWOL is not the whole twin switching places thing. He's like, it's crazy, but it's not directly responsible for it. You know what I mean? He's like, it's not a twin switching places thing. Now, yes, but Asa only got him, to say something because of them switching places, but, really, ultimately, she just wanted to know how he feels about her is really ultimately her goal. She's like, how do you feel about, you know what I mean? Because that was really what she wanted. She wanted She wants feelings, and she doesn't understand, and that's the real problem. So it's not really related, I guess, in a lot of the ways. In time, she might have asked anyway, even if there was no switching or anything, you know? It just got the ball rolling, so, you know. Kind of right. I'm worried, and it seems like I'm worried, but it seems like it'll be better not to ask. Yeah, it's a little hard to explain.
了解。わかったわ。深く聞かないことにしとく。
Roger. I got it. I won't pry any further. She didn't look entirely convinced, but she probably grasped the situation and decided not to pursue the topic. Actually, since Kaneko was so worried, I should have explained everything, but I couldn't bring myself to say it. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. But, you know, there's a typhoon coming and everything, so...
部屋に戻ってるといいね。夜ちゃん。
I hope that Yoru-chan has returned to her room. Yeah. Just in case, I kept an eye out for Asa on the way home. It would be great if she already returned, but if she didn't...
葵先輩。
Aoi? Yeah?
もしかして何かありました？
Did something happen? While she was still pretending to be Asa, Yoru was worrying about her. You could say that, I guess. Some stuff did happen. Something?
夜ちゃんと何かあったのかなって。
Something between you and Yoru? When I looked at her like this, I really couldn't tell the difference. If I listened closely, her voice and way of speaking were different, but that aside, she was spitting image of her sister, so I ignored the vague hunch that something was off. So, nothing happened.
嘘。
You're lying. Why do you think so?
何か隠しているようにしか見えないですし、それに夜ちゃん黙って帰っちゃうような子でもないですし。
Yeah, she's like, bullshit! It seems like you're hiding something. Also, Yoru isn't the type to go home without saying anything.
少なくとも
At least,
私には。
at least to me. It would probably be better to stop all that pretending now. You're right, Asa. It isn't like that. You're right. Asa isn't like that at all. Ooh, he like called her right out. He's like, you're right. Asa isn't that type. Right, Yoru? Yoru was surprised when I said that. She realized that I knew who she really was.
姉さんがバラしたんですか？
Did Nessan blow her cover? You could say that, I guess. Some stuff did happen.
それが今姉さんがいない理由と。
And that's why she's not here now? Yeah. I wondered if I should talk with Yoru about it. But no, just like with Kaneko.
告白でもされましたか？
Did she confess to you? Huh? Oh, she knows! She knows! She knows! What did she just...
なんだかそんな顔してますから。どうやら図星だったみたいですね。
Oh, she freaking nailed it, dude. She nailed it. She was so right. She's like, she confessed to you, didn't she? He's like, what? Anyway, I read it from your face. Apparently it was a bullseye.
まあ姉さんの気持ちを直接確かめられたわけでもありませんし、そこも推測でしたが。
I didn't directly confirm Nessan's feelings, though, so part of it was just a guess. I was really impressed by Yoru's intuition. Me too. Well, they are twins after all. She must have noticed Asa's feelings. She didn't exactly confess to me, though, but yeah, she did something similar.
まあ、なんとなく察せました。
I think I can... Sorry, too fast? Again? I think I can more or less guess what it was.
なるほど。そっか。姉さんがね。
I see. That's what Nessan did. He's like silent. He's like, are you okay?
焦ってたのかな。
I wonder if she was in a hurry. Huh? In a hurry? Asa, why?
先輩、どうでもいいこと聞いてみてもいいですか？
Senpai, can I ask you about something trivial? Something trivial?
もし。
Ooh, is she gonna get serious, though, for a second? If...
やっぱ、なんでもないです。
No, never mind. I wonder if she was gonna say, like, if I liked you, what would you do? You know what I mean? Or something, you know? What? If you want to say something.
いいえ、なんでもないです。本当に。
No, it's nothing, really. Yoru? What'd you want to say? Again, I'm willing to bet either she's gonna be like, how do you feel about her? Or like, what if I liked you too? What would you do? Or, you know what I mean? Something like that, I imagine. Anyway, when we returned to Flying Fish Manor, Asa wasn't there. Where could she be? I know, I'm starting to get worried. It's getting windy.
葵先輩。
Owie. I started hearing a strong wind blowing outside the windows. The sun hadn't set yet, but it was already dark outside, and it looked like the storm could come any minute. Can you think of any place where she could be?
姉さんが行きそうな場所から私たちは帰ってきました。
We just came back from the likely places where Nesan could go. That's right. We left our secret base and came back to Flying Fish Manor, passing the Windmill Hill on the way. We had already walked around all the places where Asa could have gone.
姉さん
Nesan.
姉さんは私にはないものを持ってて信頼できてだから
Nesan is able to do what I can't. Trust people. That's why...
だから
That's why... Yoru? Is she hesitating to say something? What could she be trying to say?
姉さんを振ったら承知しません
She's like, if my little sister could, well, technically Asa is a hair older, technically, by whatever, a minute or something. Anyway, but she's like, if you turn my sister down, I will break your knees. If you turn my sister down, I won't forgive you. He's like, for now, we have to focus on preparing for the typhoon. I still have to nail boards over the windows.
手伝います
I'll help. Yeah, he's like, yeah, okay, got it. Good talk. Clatter, clatter. The windows were shaking and making unsettling noises. Flying Fish Manor was an old wooden building. In the strong wind, it was shaking so much it was ridiculous. Inside, we were worried that it would collapse.
本格的に襲来ってところかな。
Wasn't the typhoon supposed to reach its strongest right about now? According to the news, Kazagura was supposed to get hit by the storm right about now. That's why the wind and rain outside had gotten stronger.
しかし本当に大丈夫なの？この量。
Is this dorm really safe, I wonder? I've just reinforced all the necessary places, so I think it'll be fine. I also had some experience from the last typhoon. I covered the thin glass doors with boards so they were perfectly safe. Dinner was ready too. All we had to do now was eat together and wait for the storm to pass. But
姉さん戻ってきませんね
Nesan isn't coming back. Asa still hadn't returned. Did you call her?
来てますねご飯は先に食べてくださいって一方的なメールだけ入ってました
She turned it off. She just sent one email telling me to eat without her. I'll go look for her.
今から嵐来ちゃうよ。
Now? The storm's coming. That's why I have to go. Yoru won't be able to get back by herself. Oh wow, so they still have the charade going for Kotori and Ageha. I was about to say, I was like, isn't that that was my question because I'm like, isn't Yoru still wearing Asa's clothes? I'm pretty sure those are Asa's colors. Yoru wears like blues and purples and things, you know what I mean? I was like, pretty sure her colors are all wrong. It's because they are. It's because, so yeah, they are still pretending for everyone else's sake, I guess. Anyway.
別にそこまで心配しなくても、たまたま気まぐれでどこか遊びに行っただけじゃないの？
I don't think you have to worry about it so much. Didn't she just go somewhere on a whim? No, I don't think.
体調悪そうだったって言ってたしね。あ、もしかして病院とか。
You said she didn't look too well. Maybe she went to the hospital. Anyway, I'm worried because she hasn't contacted us, so I'll go look for her.
葵くん、何か隠してない？
They're all like, wait a second. Aoi, are you hiding something?
なんか変よね。
I was about to say, they're like, we're not stupid, dude. Something seems strange. It's nothing. Or rather, it would be too troublesome to explain. I don't have time for that.
じゃあ私も
Then I'll come too. No, Asa, you wait here. Kaneko, can I borrow your bicycle?
うん。
Yeah. That's why. If we went on foot, it'd take too long. Even if we rode together, it'd be too slow.
でも
But if I can handle this wind, if I can handle this wind, and I can't make a girl do that.
さすが葵。男の子よね。
As expected from Aoi, you're so manly. Shut up, don't make fun of me.
わかりました
I got it. I'll be going, Kaneko. Kaneko, give me the key.
はいはい。取ってくるからちょっとだけお待ちよ。
Alright, I'll go and get it. Wait a minute.
当てはあるの？
Do you know where to look? Just a guess. If she's not there, I'll go around once more and then come straight back.
先輩
Senpai, Hmm?
よろしくお願いします夜ちゃんのこと
I'm counting on you to find Yoru. Yeah.
危なそうだったらすぐ帰ってきなさいよ。
If it gets dangerous, come straight home, okay? Yeah, I'll do that, so don't worry. Go get her, dude! Go save the girl! Let's go! And so I rode into the night to find Asa. I had an idea where she could be. I've had a similar experience myself. One time when I was a child, I'd gotten in a fight with my parents and ended up loitering around town, even though it was night already. I just walked around without any particular destination because I didn't want to face my parents. At first I thought I wanted to go to my favorite park, but I figured my parents would find me there, so I went somewhere else. But I did go to that park eventually. I waited until my parents had probably already checked in and went there in the end. Despite that, my parents had found me when they came to search the park for the second time, and you know, when my parents came to search the park for the second time. But that's enough of these retrospections. When people are upset, they tend to go to places where they feel comfortable. That's what I thought, at least. Moreover, in the midst of this storm, it was likely that she'd want to stay indoors, somewhere she could go without reservation. If that was the case, she should be. So you were here after all. So she probably like bailed, and then after they left, then she went back, that was the reason Aoi brought up the story. He's like, 'cause back in the day, I did this exact strategy. You know what I mean? Anyway, so you were here after all. She was just where I'd expected her. She would wait until we'd gone home and then come back here.
どうしてここに
Why did you? I figured there were no other places you could go. I couldn't think of any other place. A place indoors where Asa could be alone and feel comfortable? The storm's coming, it's dangerous. Can we go home?
それは
Asa averted her eyes with a guilty expression. If it's about me, you don't have to worry about it.
夜ちゃんにも
Yoru too.
夜ちゃんにも顔を合わせづらくて夜ちゃんのふりをしてあんなことしちゃったから
I don't know how to face Yoru too. I did such a thing while pretending to be her. It's okay. I knew it was you already. I was surprised, but
大丈夫じゃないです
it's not okay. Asa suddenly shouted. Yikes. It seems like she got startled by her own voice and put her hand over her mouth.
大丈夫じゃないですよだって私
It's not okay because I
私夜ちゃんに合わせる顔がなくて夜ちゃんのこと気づいてるのに
I can't face Yoru. I noticed how she felt, and yet you noticed what?
私
He's like, what? Asa surprised me by suddenly raising her voice again.
私
Asa?
好きです先輩のこと
Gasp! Oh my goodness. I love you, senpai. He's like, she confessed to me. I've already realized it when she kissed me, but hearing it said aloud still had an impact.
いつからか正確にはわからないですけどいつの間にかそうなっちゃってたんです
I'm not really sure when it happened, but before I noticed, I was already in love with you.
好きって思いが込み上げてきて止まらなくなって
I couldn't stop those... Sorry, too fast. I couldn't stop those feelings... God damn it. Alright, third time, here we go. Couldn't stop those feelings, but I knew.
先輩のこと好きなのは私だけじゃないって
But I wasn't the only one who loved you, senpai. Huh? Not just Asa? Someone else loved me? What do you mean? I was a little shaken by Asa's unexpected words. There was another girl besides Asa who also liked me?
その子はダメな私なんかよりもすごいんです先輩は絶対にそっちと付き合うべきだと思えるくらいに
She's so much more amazing than someone useless like me. So much that I think you should definitely go out with her.
そんなことを考えてるとわけがわからなくなってだから先輩に聞いてしまいました
But when I thought that, I got so confused. That's why I asked you.
私とその子のことどう思ってるのかと
What you thought about me and her. That other girl, she can't mean. He's like, you mean Yoru?
先輩って私のことをどう思ってます
What do you think of me, senpai?
姉さんのことはどう思ってますか
And what do you think of Nesan? He's like, you mean Yoru?
夜ちゃんも先輩のこと好きだからだから夜ちゃんと付き合っちゃえばいいと思ったんです
Oh god, my heart, dude, I can't take this. Yoru loves you too, so I thought it'd be better if you dated her. He's like, what?
そう思ってたら夜ちゃんのままキスをしようって夜ちゃんが先輩とキスしちゃったことにしようって
Oh, so she didn't do it initially because she couldn't take it and she acted first. Initially, she did it because she wanted to jumpstart Yoru and him. She was doing it for her sister, because they were disguised as each other. And before then, she hadn't completely broken character. But after she backed up, like, you know, but her heart took over before it could go well. And so she broke character while it was going on, and she didn't expect that. And so then it was actually Asa, which of course he realized. And so it's just like, yikes, what a messy situation. Anyway. As I thought that, I decided to kiss you as Yoru and pretended that it was you two who had kissed. I didn't really know what I was doing, but it was me who kissed you. It's so sad, dude. She's so sad. I'm so sad. I mean, that's not fair, right? That's not a fair thing to, like, you know, Asa to pose as Yoru and then ask him, what do you think? Because, like, it's not like, you know, it's not like you would tell someone one thing to their face and tell something, you know, something different. It's not like a lying thing or, you know what I mean? Like, because what you're gonna say to one, like, when you're in a group with one person, and what you would say to someone else might be different. And it's not necessarily because you don't want that person to know, but, like, you know, it's harder to speak your mind when someone asks you that. You know what I mean? Because, like, which crowd you're running with might very much alter how they're gonna react. And so it's like, you know, because if Yoru had reacted poorly, say, let's say it really was Yoru, and let's say she had asked, how do you feel about me and my sister? And he had answered the same way. Maybe she would have been thrilled, but what if Yoru didn't want Aoi to be with Asa, and she was pissed off? I mean, you know what I mean? Don't you think he would probably have curved his answer somewhat? Like, he would have given a good answer without being super honest, right? Because if Yoru wasn't genuinely about it, then, you know, then because you wouldn't want to alienate her, you wouldn't want to piss her off, you wouldn't want to lose a possible friend, right? And so it's like you kind of have to, not like alter your opinion, but you alter how you phrase things and maybe a little bit what you say depending on what crowd you're with. So it's not a fair thing, you know what I mean? You're not gonna get a true blue answer that way. You know, you kind of, I don't know. It's not a fair thing to. You can't hold it against him. You can't be like, oh, he's a liar. He said this to me and he said this to you. You know, you change your opinion and your answers and things change depending on who you're running with. You know what I mean? At least to some degree, at least a little bit. You know, maybe not by and large your overall opinion, but at least a little bit. Anyway, there's no way something like that would make Yoru happy. I love you too, after all. It was so frustrating when you said I'm like a little sister to you, and I. I didn't know what was going on. Everything was so frustrating, and I did something terrible. Asa.
みんなで一生懸命頑張ってるのに、私は先輩のことばかり考えてて、一人だけ違うこと考えるようになっちゃってて。
I was only thinking about you, even though everyone else was working so hard. I was the only one who wasn't focusing on work.
今もこうやってまた先輩に迷惑かけて、この嵐の中、私を探しに来てくれて。
And now I'm troubling you again, Senpai. I made you look for me in the middle of a storm. Oh, my heart, dude. It's so sad. Oh my god. Why am I such a useless girl? Why? Asa broke down crying. She was very sensitive. I'm sure she just lacked life experience. I saw a weak side of her that resembled a little baby who still couldn't move well by herself. But, Asa, if you stay here crying by yourself like this, everyone will be worried about you. I know. I moved closer to Asa and wrapped my arm around her back. She's like, oh, so we have to go home. Asa was more delicate and fragile than I thought. Definitely way even more than I imagined. Anyway, let's go home. The storm's getting worse. Okay. I took the depressed Asa with me, and we returned to Flying Fish Manor. Oh, but he didn't, like, tell her anything about how he felt. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's so sad. He didn't, like, tell her anything, so she doesn't know what he thinks. That's terrible. I mean, hell, maybe he doesn't know what he thinks. And he's like, look, I know I care. And he's like, I don't know how I feel about all of this yet. You know, maybe he needs time. That's fair. Anyway, you're late, Asa. Ne-san. When we got back to Flying Fish Manor, we bumped into those two waiting for us in the lobby. Here, towels. Thank you. Kaneko handed both towels to Asa and me, and we dried ourselves with them. They'd expected that we'd come home soaking wet. You were both waiting for us? We were worried. Aoi, you said you'd come back soon. Besides, it would be a mess if you went inside dripping wet, right? She's upset. Ne-san! Yoru jumped at Asa and hugged her. Yoru! I was so worried. Why hadn't you come you hadn't come home in the middle of a storm? Why did you? Yoru. I'm sorry, Yoru. I'm so sorry. Dude, the feels. My heart can't take this. Hey, did something happen? Asa's eyes look a bit red. Well, a lot has happened. Anyway, I'm hungry, so let's eat. Everyone's waiting. You didn't eat without us? Dinner tastes better when we eat it all together. I see. Thank you. We haven't done anything you need to thank us for. And besides, this all started because of my meddling in the first place. Well, I can't deny that. And so we're even. Kaneko smiled bitterly. I'm really sorry, Yoru. If what Asa said was true, Yoru loved me as well. What should I do now? Yeah, he's like, great. He's like, now everything's all messed up. Anyway, I usually just adjusted myself to other people's opinions, because I had no self-confidence, and above all, I was afraid that people would hate me. The only reason why I was getting decent grades on tests was because I was studying really hard to show my best side. I didn't want to look bad to others. Besides, I had no confidence that I'd be alright if that happened. But that was my limit. I appeared very sociable and cooperative, but that was just a side effect of my lack of confidence. I can't make my own rules like Yoru, I can't be bold like Yoru, and I don't have a lot of self-confidence like Yoru. Since I'm from a rich family, other people were jealous and hated me for the most trivial things. I wasn't strong enough to deal with that. Even at home, there were some relatives who laughed at me when I failed at something. I couldn't really disregard their crooked smiles. After all, I was that kind of person. Poor Asa, dude. Anyway, the next day. By morning, the typhoon had passed and tranquility returned to Kazagura. School started in the morning, as always, and the soaring club also carried on its activities normally. It's kinda lonely, even if we're missing only one member. Katori suddenly muttered that. Yeah, when Asa isn't here, it feels somewhat restless. Exactly. Asa's responsible for softening up the atmosphere. The mood is just too tense without her. Today, Asa took a break from both school and the club. Because of the rain yesterday, she caught a cold. You're right. I wonder, do they still know? Did they still know that they were switching places, or did that not get revealed? Anyway, that's because she's been working so hard lately. She's been practicing a lot in the simulator, too. The typhoon probably just brought out all of her exhaustion.
風と妹、お姉ちゃんにあんまり心配かけさせちゃダメよ。
Oh,
あんた
God.
が昨日行方不明になって、あの子はずいぶん心配してたんだから。
Oh, no, they didn't tell them. Little Kazuto, you shouldn't trouble your big sister so much, okay? She was really worried when you went missing last night.
そうですね。すみません。
You're right, I'm sorry.
しかし夜ちゃん、あんな日に本屋に出かけちゃうなんて。そんなに欲しい本があったの？
But Yoru, going to the bookstore on a day like that, did you really want that book so badly?
はい。閉まっていて買えませんでしたけど。
Yoru is just taking the blame for Asa, dude. Oh, what a good sister. Yes, but the store was closed, so I didn't get it anyway.
そりゃ本屋さんも開いてないわよ。台風だったら臨時休業してるもの。
Well, yeah, it wouldn't be open. Shops get temporarily closed during typhoons. By the way, we hadn't told Agaha and Katori anything about the twins switching places yesterday. Instead, Yoru told everyone that she'd gone to the bookstore to get a book she really wanted to have. But then I said that I heard that she was planning and went to look for her in Wendy.
今後台風の日は部屋でおとなしくしておくように。一応あの寮に住んでるんだから、みんなに迷惑をかけないようにする義務があるんだから。
She's like, yeah, I don't know what came over me. From now on, you stay in your room whenever there's a typhoon. Since you're living in a dorm, you're obliged not to worry everyone.
昨日の件は本当に謝罪します。すみません。今後は善処します。
I sincerely apologize for what happened yesterday. I'll be careful next time.
でも本当心配かけないようにね。
But really, don't worry us so much. But as expected from Yoru, even though it wasn't her fault, she was acting as though it was and apologizing to everyone.
昨日はありがとうございました、先輩。
Thank you for yesterday, senpai. Hmm?
いえ、改めてお礼を言っておこうかと。
Nothing. I just wanted to thank you again. I didn't really do anything you need to thank me for. Don't worry about it.
そうですか。
Is that so? I'm sure Yoru was thanking me for finding Asa, but I was the cause of that whole incident to begin with. I mean, I mean, sorta. Yeah, mixed truth. There was no need for her to worry about it. I wonder if Asa's alright.
明日までに治ってくれるといいですけど。
I hope she gets better by tomorrow. Why don't we get her something on the way home? If she got a fever, she'd probably like some ice cream.
そうですね。姉さんも喜ぶと思いますが。
True, I'm sure Nesan will be delighted. Haagen-Dazs will be a good idea. I still didn't tell Yoru what I heard from Asa. That Yoru loved me. Ah, he's keeping that to himself too. There was no need to tell her that anyway, and I didn't know what to do about it either. It's just that pretending that I didn't know how she felt made me feel a little bad.
私が買って帰りましょうか。先輩と買って帰ったことにして、後で一緒に渡せばいいと思います。
Should I buy it on the way home? We can give it to her when you're back and pretend that we had bought it together. Huh? Are you going home already?
はい。姉さんが心配ですから。
Yeah, I'm worried about Nesan. I see. She did seem quite concerned.
葵くん、ちょっと早めに帰ったら？
Aoi, why don't you go home a little early? Yeah, they're like, go together. Huh?
葵くんも心配でしょ？朝のこと。
You're also worried, aren't you, about Asa? Well, yeah, but what about the club?
大丈夫。葵くんの分は私が頑張っちゃうから。だから今日はお見舞いに戻ってあげて。
It's alright, I'll do your share today, so go ahead and check up on her, okay?
悔しいけど、朝ちゃんは私より葵くんの方が喜ぶと思うんだよね。
It's a bit frustrating, but I think Asa would be happier to see you than me. Kaneko, who came to the soaring club again today, was encouraging me to go home. However, she said that she came here to do Asa's share of work. But...
気にしない葵。先日の遅れもだいぶ取り戻したし、今から今日の分抜けるくらい大丈夫。
don't...
かなこさんだっているわけだしね。
Sorry, too fast. Don't worry, Aoi. We've already made up for the delay the other day, so we can afford to carry on without you for the rest of the day. And Kaneko's here too.
そうそう。だから朝担当の葵くんは今日は黙って看病に戻ればいいんじゃないかな。
That's right, you're responsible for Asa, so don't complain and go back to the nurser. I'm responsible for Asa?
だって最近いつもあの子と一緒にいるじゃない。だから担当。違う？
Aren't you two always together lately? So you're responsible for her, no? I see. I guess we are together a lot. Even so, saying that I'm responsible for her is kind of strange.
そう。だ
だからほら妹と一緒に寮に戻ってね。
So come on, go back to the dorm with her little sister, okay? I see.
だいたいそんな心ここにあらずみたいな感じで作業されても効率望めないし心配なんでしょね。
Besides, if you keep working while being so distracted, you won't get much done anyway. You're worried, right? No, it's true that I was worried about Asa. Her health wasn't my only concern, though. But I couldn't really say that. Okay, I got it. I'll take your advice and go back. I'm leaving the rest to you.
ああ任せとけ。
Yep, leave it to us. Let's go, Yoru.
はい。
Yeah. Ho ho! Development. My goodness. We didn't go directly to the dorm. We headed to Windy first to buy some Haagen-Dazs for Asa. Also, I noticed the translation actually just calls it Haagen-Dazs, so I don't have to, you know, I mean, it's not quite the same, but it's almost the same, you know? I think it's closer than what the game was calling it earlier. Anyway, whatever. For Asa. I was pretending that everything was going as usual, but I actually felt very awkward in this situation. Yoru loves me. But was what Asa said really true? It didn't seem like that. Yoru was acting normally.
先輩は
Senpai?
良かったんですか。私と二人で買い物なんて。
Is it alright going shopping with me? What do you mean? I don't have anything against going shopping with you, Yoru.
気まずかったりしないんですか。
Don't you feel awkward? Huh? Why? She's like, you know, don't you?
なんとなく。先輩、今日はそんな感じがしただけです。
Well, you just seem to feel that way today. Apparently, Yoru noticed how confused and awkward I felt. I'm okay. I don't feel awkward at all. Why would I?
じゃあ、いいんですけど。
Well, okay then. Aw, she's all happy, dude. That's so adorable. One strawberry, one super spicy, something or other vanilla, and one chocolate chip, please. I ordered one ice cream for each of us. The chocolate chip flavor was for me, the strawberry was for Yoru, and the super spicy, whatever that is, vanilla one for Asa. I got the ice cream and returned to where Yoru was waiting. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's go.
はい。
Yeah. I joined Yoru, who was waiting outside of the shop, and we went towards the exit from Windy. We didn't have any other errands, so we headed for Flying Fish Manor. They sure make some really strange flavors.
麻婆バニラですか。すごいですよね。
whatever the hell that word is, Saskatchewan, whatever it is. Style vanilla? Yeah, it's quite unusual. Who even buys this stuff?
姉さんとか。
Nessan? Well, yeah. By the way, it was Yoru who told me that Asa likes this flavor. Have you ever tried it, Yoru?
まさ
Whoop.
か。
Sorry.
姉さん。
Hang on a minute. Sorry, I double-clicked. My finger twitched right as I was clicking. Have you ever tried it, Yoru? No way. Nessan recommended it, but I didn't take her up on the offer. I know, right? There we go.
に勧められましたけど、遠慮しておきました。
Okay, we're good. Sorry, my finger had a twitch right as I clicked, so I double-clicked. Anyway, I would have turned down such a recommendation as well.
姉さんは組み合わせ的には塩とバニラみたいなものだって言い張ってましたよ。
That sounds disgusting. But it's probably the same people who like salt and vinegar like Pringles. Some of my family likes those, and I'm like, how? That's disgusting. How? Anyway, Nessan insists that it's just like a combination of salt and vanilla. Nope, there's no way that could be true.
辛さと冷たさの調和とも言ってました。
She said it was a harmony of spiciness and coldness. I wonder, what kind of flavor is that? It seems like Asa has slightly weird tastes. Interesting. Come to think of it, Yoru knew about Asa's feelings for me too. And if Asa said was true, she also loved me. And of course, she knew that I noticed Asa's feelings. I wonder how Yoru felt about being with me now. Was it uncomfortable? Now that I thought about it, I might have been bothering her by tagging along.
そういえば先輩、
By the way, senpai, yeah?
結局姉さんのことどうするんですか。
What are you gonna do about Nessan? Yeah, it was on her mind after all. My reply to Asa. I had to find an answer to her kiss.
私は姉さんが好きだから姉さんを悲しませるようなことはしてほしくないと思っています。
I love Nessan, so I don't want anything that would make her sad to happen.
姉さんは多分本気で葵先輩のことが好きだから。
She probably truly loves you, Allie. Asa loves me. I knew it was true from what she did yesterday. So Yoru was saying this because she wanted me to date her beloved sister. But if I did, what about Yoru? What if, like Asa said, Yoru really loved me? Also, I'm sure that what Asa did yesterday was also influenced by similar thoughts. Asa won't go out with me just like that.
どうしてですか?
What do you mean? I made up my mind. Worrying over things didn't suit me. I've always preferred to meet problems head on. Hell yeah, dude! That's the reason this visual novel is so freaking good. It's because he just tackles it, dude. He doesn't beat around the bush for endless and endless days, you know? Anyway, that's why he's so good. That wasn't the kind of guy who would handle such matters with subtlety, carefully choosing what he says. You're darn right he's not. That's why we love him. So I just...
Aoi senpai?
Aoi? Yoru, what do you think about me? Same thing he got asked too. How poetic. Huh? Asa told me yesterday that you love me too. Huh? I just had to ask. That's what I heard from Asa.
姉さんが
Nesan.
そっか姉さん気づいてだからあの時もあんなことを聞いてきて
I see. Nesan has noticed. That's why she asked about it back then. That's why Asa is also troubled. She didn't know what to do. That's why all that stuff happened.
そんな
That's... Asa said that she thinks you are more suitable for me. Yoru. Could it be that Yoru intended to keep her feelings to herself for Asa's sake? But yup, that's exactly what she intended. She really did care about her sister.
姉さんらしいわね本当に
That's so like Nesan, really.
姉さんは不安定なんです私なんかと違って
She's very insecure, unlike me. Yeah, I can see that. And that's why she did all that yesterday.
でもそういう姉さんが私は尊敬できます生意気言ってもいいですか先輩
But I respect her for that. Can I say something a bit conceited, senpai? Sure?
私あまり苦労したことがないんですよ努力はするけどそれを苦労だと思ったことはないです
Oh, sorry, it was just, she spoke so quickly, I assumed there was more. I've never gone through much hardship. Well, I work hard sometimes, but I've never thought of this as a hardship.
だから私にはわからないんですよ人並みの苦労みたいなのが
That's why I don't understand them, the hardships of ordinary people.
家に恵まれて才能にも恵まれて私って本当に何でもできちゃうんです天才ですから
I was blessed with a rich family and I'm very talented. I really can do anything because I'm a genius. That was very conceited, Yoru.
生意気を語るって言ったじゃないですか
Didn't I tell you I was gonna say something very conceited? Well, yeah. But I didn't think she would go that far.
優秀な家系に生まれた盆栽出来損ないそれが姉さんに対する親族の反応です
That's terrible. An average person born to an extraordinary family. A failure. That's how my relatives see Nesan. A failure? Asa?
姉さんは親族に大変受けが悪いですみんな心のどこかで姉さんのことをバカにしている血筋がすごいのに凡人が生まれてしまったとね
Nesan is very unpopular among our relatives. Deep down, they all just look down on her because she was born just average, even though her lineage is so incredible.
親族にはバカにされそれでいて周囲には疎まれる学園でもご近所でも金持ちだから優秀な家系だから金持ちってそんなもんです
Oh, that's terrible. Poor Asa, dude. I just want to give her a big ol' hug. She just doesn't deserve this. Relatives treat her like a fool, but she's also shunned by others, at school or in her neighborhood, because of her wealth or excellent family lineage. It's the fate of rich people. That's...
姉さんが血の滲むような努力をしてテストで高得点を取っても家にしてみればそれは当然
Even if she works herself to the bone and manages to get top scores on a test, for our family it's only natural.
その上でなぜか友達には疎まれちゃうわけです
And it alienates her from her friends even more for some reason.
生まれた世界が悪かったんですよ姉さんは
Nesan was born into a harsh world. Whoa. It's true that people look at rich kids with a bit of envy. And I guess if you are born in an excellent family, you have to live up to pretty high standards.
ちょっとだけ回り道してもいいですか
Can we take a little detour? A detour?
少しだけですもう一度風車の丘の方にこのまま歩くと寮にたどり着いちゃいますから
Just a little one. Let's go to the Windmill Hill one more time. If we keep walking like this, we'll reach the dorm in no time.
保冷剤いただいているからアイスはすぐには溶けませんよ。
We have an ice pack, so the ice cream won't melt anytime soon. Alright. Hell yeah, I'm enjoying this realism, you know? We turned back and went towards Windmill Hill again.
でも姉さんはそういうものに押しつぶされないように必死に生きていた。逃げることなく、わがままになることもなく、ぐれることもなく。
But Nessun isn't getting crushed by all that and frantically keeps living that harsh life. She never ran away, became selfish, or strayed from the right path.
私には才能があります。姉さんにはありません。
I'm talented. Nessun is not.
であれば、私よりも姉さんの方が苦労してると思いませんか?
That being the case, don't you think she has much more hardships than I do? Yora was amazingly frank. She wasn't beating around the bush at all. She was completely straightforward. That's why I like her.
姉さんは強いです。人に嫌われてもいいと諦め、人との交流を無意味と諦めた私なんかよりよほど。
My sister's strong, much stronger than someone like me who doesn't care about people's hatred and who gave up on interacting with them.
姉さんなりの精一杯で姉さんは頑張っています。私はそんな姉さんを本当に尊敬しています。
She always tries as hard as she can, and I really respect her for that.
姉さんはいろんな枷と戦いながら必死にもがいているんです。自分を生かすために必死に。
She lives her life fighting with so many obstacles, desperately struggling to survive.
そんな姉さんを尊く思わないわけがないじゃないですか。
How could I not hold her in high regard? Yoru.
私安心できるんですよ。姉さんってそういう私に持ってないものをたくさん持ってるから。
I can relax around her because she has so many things that I don't.
姉さんの近くにいれば私は私になりすぎずにいられる。
When I'm around her, I don't focus on myself too much.
私は放っておくとどんどん生意気になっちゃいますからね。
If I'm left alone, I quickly get conceited. Yora was much more conceited than I thought, and also maybe a bit more mature.
でも姉さんは私が思っていたより弱かったのかもしれません。
But Nessun might be a little weaker than I thought. Huh?
弱くてもっともっと人間で。
Weaker and much more human.
分かってましたよ。私がほのかに嫉妬されていたのは。でもそんなの凡人は誰だって抱くものじゃないですか。
I knew that she was a little jealous of me, but that's true for every average person. That's why I love Yoru, dude.
でもそんなわけのわからないことしでかしちゃうなんて姉さんが思い詰めちゃってたなんて。
But to think that she would worry so much to do something that incomprehensible. Incomprehensible?
わけがわからないですよ。私に負けそうとか私の方がいいとか全部言い訳じゃないですか。
Yes, incomprehensible. Giving up, saying that I'll be better for you. Aren't those all just excuses?
手に入れたかったものを手に入れられなくなって手に入れる勇気もなくなって拗ねているだけです。
She didn't get what she wanted, lost the courage to try getting it, and does nothing but sulk about it. That's... I suppose that might be a bit true.
わかりました。
Alright then. Yoru nodded as if she had decided something. What is it?
先輩がそれでよければこの恋は姉さんに譲ってあげようと思ってました。でも少し気が変わったかもしれません。
Oh my god, what's happening? If you were fine with it, I thought I'd step back and leave you for Nessun. But I think I might have changed my mind.
先輩少しだけ下を向いてもらえますか?
Senpai, could you look down for a moment? Down? As I did so, she pressed her body against me. Oh my god, what's happening? And then, something warm suddenly touched my lips. Those were Yoru's lips. Huh? Oh my god, dude! Look at that picture, good lord, she's so cute! Anyway, I gasped in surprise. I was bewildered. But by this surprise kiss, by this expression of her feelings.
好きです。
I love you. Before I realized, Yoru stood on her tiptoes and kissed me. And then she confessed to me.
そうです。私、先輩のこと好きです。だから、告白です。
She kind of sounds like Asa when she says that. That's right, I love you, senpai, so this is a confession. Yoru confessed to me? First Asa, now Yoru too?
この恋の行方をどうするか、きちんと選んでください。そうするのが姉さんのためだと、 私は思いますから。
Now please choose the outcome of this love. I think doing so will help Nesan. And she gave me a choice.
姉さんを選んでくれても、私を選んでくれても、両方を振ってくれても、何でも構いません。
I mean, I think the way that because she could just like flat say it like this, I think it really does help. Like, I don't know. I think what she's doing here is because she's like, look, I'm gonna confess to you straight up, because then she's gonna kind of force him to make a decision. She's like, look, you either pursue me or you pursue her or you turn me like, you know, or whatever. But she's like, look, she's like, just, you know, make a decision. We gotta get the ball rolling. And so, you know, so she's gonna force her hand, and I totally applaud her for that. Anyway, you could choose her or me, or turn us both down. I don't mind either way.
先輩、答えを出してください。
Please give us an answer, senpai. Damn! Damn! Go freaking get it, though. Hell yeah. Yoru is the coolest, dude. I just love how straightforward she is. Like, I so applaud that strategy. It's just the coolest thing. Anyway, I gotta resync. Give me just a second. Okay, we're back. We visited Asa's room, bringing the ice cream.
先輩に、ヨルちゃん。
Senpai and Yoru.
ただいま。体調はどう、姉さん。
We're back. How you feeling, Nesan?
もうだいぶ良くなったよ。熱も下がったし。
I'm much better. My fever's gone too. We brought you a present.
お土産ですか？
Present? Asa answered nervously. I hadn't seen Asa ever since dinner last night after I brought her home. So it was the first time we'd seen each other since she confessed to me yesterday. Yikes.
ハーゲンダッツのアイス。しかも激辛麻婆バニラ味だ。
Huh? Haagen-Dazs ice cream and super spicy vanilla flavor at that. Yoru said you liked it.
ありがとう、ヨルちゃん。
Thank you, Yoru-chan.
どういたしまして。
You're welcome. Asa opened the lid of the ice cream, thrust the attached spoon into it, and put it into her mouth.
冷たくて辛くて美味しい。
It's cold, spicy, and delicious.
そういえば、早かったですね。
By the way, you're early. We were worried about you, so we finished club activities earlier and came home quickly.
私、また皆さんに迷惑を。
Ah, I bothered everyone again. Nuh-uh, it wasn't a bother at all.
でも。
But
そうよ、姉さん。姉さんは気にしすぎだって。
that's right, Nesan, you're worrying too much. Asa had a troubled expression. She must be confused by the current situation.
今日は皆さん元気でした？
Was everyone well today? Yeah, more or less.
みんな元気にグライダー作ってたわよ。でも。
Everyone was vigorously working on the glider, but
でも。 姉さんがいないと物足りないって。先輩方はぼやいてたわ。
they were complaining that it was unsatisfying without you around.
だから、早く元気になりなさい、姉さん。
So hurry up and get better, Nesan. Yeah. Well then. Well, I'll be going. Since I'm home early, I'll work extra hard on tonight's dinner. I have to prepare a lot of food to give you energy to get better quickly.
ありがとうございます、先輩。
Thank you, senpai. Get well soon. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I wonder what he said to Yoru. Oh, but maybe we're about to find out. I went back to my room. Asa would probably be too nervous to rest if I was around, probably. So I decided to eat my share of my ice cream in my own room. Or rather, that was my excuse. And really, I imagine he's figuring it out.
答えを出してください。
Please give us an answer, senpai. Yeah, he's thinking, I gotta figure out what the frick I'm supposed to do. The truth was that it was a little hard for me to be with them right now. It made my stomach hurt, my chest tighten up. Well then, what should I do? What answer should I give them? Asa and Yoru, extremely contrasting twins, my precious underclassmen. My answer for them, He's like, I don't know! Ooh, now these two can have a chance to talk about things, which would be freaking sweet. But yeah, so here's the thing though, is obviously this one is Asa's route, and Yoru's route doesn't actually even unlock until you do Asa's route. So the only option at this point is Asa. I mean, we don't even have a choice. Anyway.
私らしくないことしちゃったな。
I did something very unlike myself.
どうしてあんなこと言ってしまったんでしょうね。
Why did I say that, I wonder?
認めたつもりはなかった先輩に対するこれなんて恋なんて気のせいだと思っていた
I never intended to acknowledge it. I thought that those feelings for Senpai, that love, was just my imagination.
でも
But
きっとこの思いは
those feelings must be...
姉さんがお風呂に行ったらすごく気が楽になっちゃった
I feel so much calmer now that Nessan has gone to the bath.
気まずくて息が詰まりそう姉さんはまだ私が先輩にあんなこと言ったのに気づいてないだろうけど
It was so awkward and suffocating. I'm sure Nessan still hasn't realized that I told Senpai something like that.
こんなの初めてよね
This is a first for me.
認めるしかない
I guess I have to acknowledge it, huh? Interesting. After all, I haven't found an answer. It was constantly in my mind while I was cooking and eating, and later eating dinner. That didn't change even now, as I got into the bath. When was the last time I'd spent so long overthinking one thing? It must have been last year when my head was filled with regret over failing to reach morning glory. And before that, it was probably on the day of my accident. Ah, this is no good, I muttered to myself. I'm not used to brooding over things. By the way, during dinner, Asa, Yoru, and I had only exchanged a few words awkwardly. All that tension was inevitable. Clatter.
ダメだ部屋にいても息が詰まりそうだよ夜ちゃんとも話しにくいし
Okay, wow, that was surprising. Good lord. I'm sorry, I should know better because, like, look, I've been watching anime a long time. Like, I should know better, but for some reason, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. My guard completely down. I was not at all in the headspace of, like, you know, upcoming, you know, whatever, NSFW scene. Obviously, you guys can't see almost anything, obviously. And most likely, in my efforts to censor what I'm staring at, I will no doubt I'll have to cover up part of the dialogue down there. And so, because of that, now you have no choice but to listen to my words. So anyway, I'll read as far into this as I feel comfortable doing, but you know, obviously we're not gonna go too far, okay? Like, I mean, I'm gonna get past it. Obviously, if anything happens here, that's not just like a OMG, what the freak is happening? Like, I'll get past it, but you guys, I'll cut away as soon as I have to. But for now, I'll just censor what I'm staring at and we'll read farther, just because the interaction, I think, could be possibly some fun. Anyway, yeah. Oh, it's not good. Even in our room, I feel like I'm suffocating, and it's hard to talk with Yoru.
自業自得とはいえどうしてこんなことに
This is like, could you even think of a more high stress scenario after Asa and Yoru both confessed to Aoi, and he's stewing over it, they're stewing over it, all of us are stewing over it, and like, I mean, obviously, like, it's incredible, because Yoru even just said that Asa was going to the bath, and then we cut to Aoi, and he is in the bath, and it's still didn't even occur to me. I wasn't even there at all. I was just thinking about the relationships. My head was super wholesome at the time. Can't even believe that. Anyway, I know I'm reaping what I sow, but to do something like that. Oh, I'm so stupid. It gets worse, Asa. Please look around. Why did Asa come in here? This was definitely my time for the bath, and I'd put up a sign on the door. So why?
こんなんだから私って嫌いなのよ昔からずっとどうしてこんなへっぽこに生まれちゃったんだろう
Asa, it's about to get worse. Asa, it's worse. It's so much worse. Oh, I hate that. I've always been like that. Why was I born so dumb?
何やっても大したことなくて家族はみんな立派なのにすぐ変なドジもしちゃうし
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. I can't do anything great, even though everyone in my family is so awesome. I always make some weird blunders. It gets worse. Asa, please look around. I mean, he did everything right. Apparently, he put a sign on the door. I mean, everything. He did everything right. It's not his fault.
変なドジと
Weird blunders. Speaking of weird blunders, my clothes were even in the changing area. How could anyone make such a weird blunder? Ah, look, she's noticed. He's like, hi. Yeah, he's just silent. she's panicking. Ah, senpai, why are you here? No, that's my line. Now it's my turn to use the bath. Really? Why was Asa in the bathroom with me? I thought I'd skip the bath, but I was sweaty, so I came here. There were my clothes. There were clothes out there in the changing area. My clothes. She's like, were there? She's like, you're right, there were. Oh no, I was so preoccupied I didn't even notice? Come on, Asa. I'm sorry. With a bright red face, Asa ran out of the bathroom. Oh, look at that. I didn't even have to cut away. I'll just censor over the top of it, but I didn't even have to cut away. Well, there you go. Fascinating. Well, I bet you that's not going to help him think anything over. I wanted to calmly think things over in the bath, but I hadn't been able to think at all. Who could have thought that Asa would accidentally come into the bathroom? After I got out, I left hot water for Asa and told her the bath was free, so she was probably in there now. While her body was cutely small, she did have some flesh and all the essential parts. Easy. The image of Asa's naked body was filling my head. I mean, that's fair, but easy. This was no good. Okay, sorry about the cut in the middle of that. I'll probably cut before I started the first part of that sentence. I had to check something. I thought I heard something. Anyway, whenever I was trying to come to any conclusions about that matter with Asa, her naked body was popping into my mind, and I couldn't concentrate at all. And I really had to make a decision soon. The situation was already far too awkward. Yeah, that's true. But really now, what should I do about this situation? Ooh, I found a troubled boy. Kaneko. She's so astute. What's wrong, coming to a place like this after your bath? You have something to think about? What about you, Kaneko? I came to look at the stars. I came to look at the stars. I love it, you know, stargazing. It may be rude of me, but I didn't expect her to have such a hobby. The sky is wonderful. It's different than the one you guys are aiming for, but I love the sky too. Why do you like the starry sky, Kaneko? Isn't it beautiful? She gave a very plain answer. That's a rather simple reason. That's because I don't think about things too deeply. It's beautiful, so I like it. Isn't that good enough? That's very like you. She's like, read between the lines. Now use this information and apply it to what you're thinking about. If you think about various things too much, won't it just complicate everything? See, she's like, focus on what I'm saying, boy. She's like, are you thinking relationships are difficult? Then give it the simple answer. Follow your heart, you fool. Something like that probably happened to Asa yesterday. So there's no music, so I don't have any cue when it's time. Anyway, so I don't think about it. I just like the beautiful sky. It touches my heart and draws me in. This isn't like you at all. What was that? Sarcasm? No, not at all. It's just that she was more romantic than I thought. Humans are rational beings, so when they like something against all reason, it touches their hearts. Love is like that too. Love. True, just like feelings for the sky, it didn't follow logic. Is there someone you love, Kaneko? No, I don't think so. I see. I thought I would hear something I could use as reference, but apparently I had no luck. But I might be able to give you some advice. Look, I'm a girl after all, and I'm your senpai. huh?
葵くんは多分そういうので悩んでるんだよね。
Again, very astute. Your worries probably have something to do with girls. Huh? How did you...
見てればわかるよ。葵くんと朝ちゃんと夜ちゃん。そのくらい。
I can tell just by looking at you, Asa, and Yoru. Something like that. Yup. Ah. Apparently Kaneko had figured out what I was worrying about. Well, sure, she was close with both Asa and Yoru.
そうだね。あの二人は正直甲乙つけがたいよね。
I see. It's really tough to say which one of them is better, right? I'm not comparing them to each other, though.
まあ、例えばの話よ。お姉さんはどっちも可愛いと思うからさ。両方大切だと思っちゃう。
Well, it's just an example. I think they're both cute and both are dear to me. Yeah. That's right. They were both dear to me. That's why I was so troubled.
そうだね。
Let's see.
考えすぎずに決めてしまったら
Why don't you choose without thinking too hard? Huh?
多分ね。今、葵くんは二人を傷つけない方法を必死に模索してるような気がするの。一番いい妥協案とか、一番正しい結果とか。
I have a feeling you're desperately thinking of a way not to hurt either one of them, to find the best compromise and reach the most correct result.
そういうものってね、きっとないから。もしかしたらあるかもしれないけど、多分選べないものだから。
But I'm sure there's no way, and even if it existed, you probably couldn't choose it.
だからね、葵くんは悩みすぎない方がいいと思う。
So, I think it'd be better not to worry about it too much, Allie. She was right. All I was thinking about was to find a good solution to this problem, but I'm sure thinking about that won't help with anything. That's why I have to take responsibility and choose what I want myself.
ってところでどうかな？
So how about that? It might help.
こういうのってダラダラやると傷が深まるからね。葵くんも男だったららしく前のめりでやってやれ。
If you take it so slowly, it'll only hurt more. If you're a man, Allie, go forward and deal with it like a man. You're talking like that. You're talking like it's somebody else's problem.
一言だもん。
Well, it is. Yeah, she might have a point.
あ、それで何か失敗したり困ったことあったら、また私に相談してくれてもいいから。むしろ私もそうしてくれると嬉しいから。
Anyway, if things don't work out and you have some problems, you can consult me again. In fact, I'd be happy if you did.
ね。
Okay? Thank you, Kaneko.
こう見えても先輩だからね。
After all, I'm your senpai. She didn't tell me what to do or give me a solution to this difficult problem, but her words made me feel better and will help me make my decision. It's true. She was right. It was up to me. I had to come to a conclusion. Yeah. Well, our conclusion's nice and easy. This is Asa's route, so, next route is Yoru's, so we don't have to worry about it. Anyway, I was thinking and worrying about it this whole time, but just brooding over it won't get me anywhere. I had to go forward, and choosing the answer that felt right. So I made his decision. Oh, so this is where the road, this is where it comes to. So obviously, Asa, you know what I mean? However, I imagine that all the choices probably are maybe identical. We can actually find this out really quick, because I'm just curious, on a pure basis. I have our guide open here. Okay, so what would you go with? Go with Asa. Who would you choose, Asa? Now, then Yoru's route opens. Now, here's my question. So the first one is, wait for Ageha, no, it's different, neither of them, me, go to Asa, and then choose Asa. Wait for Ageha, no, it's different, neither of them, me, go to Asa. Really? And that's Yoru's route? Really? Weird. Wait, what does that mean, though? Okay, so here's the thing. So, yes, so I am correct that you make all of the exact same choices for Asa's route, or for Yoru's route, excuse me. So apparently you make all the same choices for Yoru's route, but right at the end you say, here's the part where I was wrong on. I fully believed that another option would appear, because that has happened before, where another option would show up. But the interesting thing is, at this decision, you actually say don't choose either. You make all the same decisions, and then but that other option unlocks. and then you say don't choose either. Here's the weird thing. I fully expected that to say Yoru, not don't choose either. You know what I mean? I assumed the either thing was just a weird option that I would never choose. But apparently, if you say don't choose either, I don't know. And here's the other part that really gets me. So Yoru's route in this guide, there's a parentheses that says twin route. So do you think you get with both of them? Like, do you think you three kind of have a whole thing going on? That would be so cool. That would be so cool. That would be awesome. Oh my god, it would make so much sense. Like, Asa and Yoru do everything together. They're like two halves of the same whole. That would be so cool. Wow, that'd be cool. I'm so excited I'm like 4 times as excited for Yoru's route now. Anyway, fascinating. Wow, I wonder if that's what happens on Yoru's route. If you three, he doesn't make a decision, and then Aoi gets with Aoi gets with Asa and Yoru. That would be amazing. I'm so excited. Obviously, we're going with choose Asa, but man, the next route might be my favorite one. Anyway, let's go. Sorry, choose Asa. My god, I don't even have to save it. There's no need. All right, then. I'm so excited. I'm so, like, disproportionately excited. Anyway, this was really new to me. No one has ever confessed to me before, so I had no experience with handling situations like these. I didn't know what the correct choice would be, but I prepared an answer that felt right to me. Oh god, I hope this doesn't hurt Yoru. Oh no, he's gonna tell her. He's gonna tell her that he's like, look, I really like you, but I really like your sister more. But don't worry, the next route is gonna be really exciting. Anyway, what's the matter? Why'd you call me out here? You know, I have something to tell you. I asked Yoru to meet me outside, to tell her what I had to say. Oh, well, I have a pretty good guess. Yeah, the reason I called Yoru outside was this. I'm sorry. To apologize to her. To tell her exactly how I felt. Oh, well, I was expecting that. She answered it differently. She didn't look sad or upset. I guess I was just overthinking it when I was so concerned about how not to hurt her. After all, you're a bit of a lolicon senpai. Is that loli or lolly? I've heard both. I've always said it lolicon, like LOL, like LOL, like, you know, lol or whatever, but with an I, so it's like lolicon or whatever. But I've also heard people say lolly, and lolly, I don't know which one is right. I just know what the one I've always went with, so whatever. After all, you're a bit of a see, now I can't even think about the way I used to say it. Anyway, after all, you're a bit of a lolicon senpai. Lolicon? I don't know, kind of lolly kind of sounds more correct, though. Loli sounds weird now, even though that's the way I've always said it. I mean, part of it is, of course, you only ever read it. I don't know, you know, how often does that word come out loud? Not very often. Anyway, whatever. Huh? I think the good-natured Nessan is much more your type than someone aloof like me. I'm not really into lollies or lolies. See, now I can't unsee it. Frick. Anyway, I'm not really into lolies. Man, now it's gonna kill me. I'm never gonna let it go. Besides, if that was the case, then you... I think I heard her say I think I heard her say it how I say it. Loli? Like, it's like saying lonely without the N. Lonely, but lolly. Anyway, but I'm not very loli-like. Oh my god, I just hate that word now. I'm sarcastic and not adorable at all. I have poor compatibility with someone who is a lolicon at heart. What the heck, lolicon at heart? Anyway, I knew it already. Yoru was looking somewhat distant. I'm sure it was true that she had already guessed. Her eyes, gazing somewhere far away, were so clear. But I'm glad that you chose Nessan. Aw, dude, my heart, though. I've already told you, but I really love her. Yoru, she answered me with a smile. So don't apologize. You haven't done anything wrong, senpai. Dude, my heart, though. Yes, I'd done something wrong. I hadn't noticed their feelings and played with their hearts. That was such a pathetic way for a guy to act. It had to be wrong. But, that's it. At a time like this is what I should say. Thank you. Oh, my heart, dude! I should be grateful for Yoru's feelings. I should accept her kind response.
聞いてもいいですか？
Can I ask you just one thing? Yeah?
どうして先輩は姉さんを選んだんですか？
Why did you choose Nasan? Well, the reason why I had chosen to accept Asa's feelings. I guess I just couldn't leave her alone.
守ってあげたいってことですか？
You mean you want to protect her? Rather than protecting her, how should I put it?
それとも同情？先輩は姉さんを弱いと思っていて付き合うと。
Or is this pity? Do you want to go out with her because you think she's weak? No, I don't think that. Quite the contrary, I think Asa's strong. I never thought that I would want to date her because she's weak, to protect her, or anything like that. It wasn't pity, it was... She doesn't have a knack for anything and she's clumsy. She may not be as impressive as you, Yoru, but I think that being with her as she does her best to overcome various problems will make me stronger as well. And I want to keep watching her. I don't really understand it, but I want to be close to her. Hell yeah, Aoi. Hell yeah. Yeah, I want to be close to her. By her side. I want to see the world the way she sees it. That's how I felt. Oh, my heart, dude! It's killing me over here. It's similar to what you said about her. That Asa gives you something that you don't have yourself. She's like, Yoru's like, you are so made for my sister. I'm so happy. That's right. Because Asa is who she is. I feel that she gives me something important. Even though I said all that, honestly, it might be just an afterthought. I think I simply love Asa. I felt that that's all there was to it, really. No matter what, I just loved Asa.
やっぱ嫌い。
Wow, just like
先輩のこと。
ruin the moment. I hate you after all. Huh?
私の大切なものを取ったからですよ。二つも。
You've taken precious things away from me. 2 of them. Sorry, wait, 2?
姉さんと私の恋心と
Oh, Nessan and my heart.
片方はもう返してもらうことにしましたし、姉さんだって先輩のものにする気はないけど。
But, well, I've already taken one of those back, and I don't intend to let you keep Nessan to yourself. Yoru.
ま、そもそもこれって初めから答えは決まってたんですけどね。
And anyway, that outcome was decided from the very beginning.
仮にもし先輩が私のこと好きって言っても、私には姉さんのことを放って先輩と付き合える自信はない。
For example, even if you told me you loved me, I don't think I could have left Nessan alone and dated you.
つまり先輩に告白されても私は先輩を振っていたということです。
In other words, even if you confessed to me, I would have turned you down.
だからぶっちゃけ私は振られていませんよね。
So to be frank, I haven't been turned down at all. What? Yoru's point was quite nonsensical. Yeah, she's like, I didn't really get turned down because, to be honest, it wasn't an option anyway, so fuck you. Anyway, but I see. Even if I had confessed to her, she would have turned me down. If I thought of it that way, I'd feel better, right? Well, not really. But her words made me feel just a little better.
とにかくそういうことなんですよ。分かったらさっさと中に戻ってください。
Anyway, that's how it is. If you got it, then hurry up and return inside. Huh? You aren't going back?
私はもう少しここにいたいんです。だからさっさと戻ってください。
I want to stay out here for a bit longer. Now go inside already.
姉さんにも伝えることがあるでしょ。今だったらまだ姉さんは起きているはずです。
You have something to say to Nesan too, don't you? If you go now, she should still be awake. Yeah, okay. Urged by Yoru, I return to the dorm. Ah, I see. She's given me some time alone with Asa. Thank you, Yoru.
いいから戻る。
Whatever, just go. Oh, my heart, dude. That was so heartfelt. Oh, I hope she's not sad, dude. I hope she's not sad. I love her. No! No! Fuck!
なんで泣いてるんだろう。私
Why am I crying?
大体もう少し悩んでもいいのに。決断早すぎるでしょ、あの先輩。
Oh, damn it! I'm so sad, dude. Man, we have to blow through this route as fast as possible so we can get to the other one. Damn it! But he could have brooded over it a little longer. That damn senpai decided far too quickly. Sniff. Damn it! Why'd you have to do that to me? You could have not done that, you assholes! Anyway, sigh. It's hard to turn down someone's feelings for you. I know! It's horrible! But thanks to Yoru's acting tough, I felt a lot better. While I was still grateful for her consideration, I went to visit Asa's room.
Hi.
Yes? It's me. Can I come in?
どうぞ。
Sudden stab of fear. Yes. I took a deep breath.
先輩。
He's like, sorry, I left your sister in tears outside. Anyway, Senpai. When I entered the room, Asa was strangely nervous. Even though it was quite late, she wasn't wearing her pajamas and wasn't in bed yet. She was sitting at her desk instead. Seems like she'd been reading a book. Sorry about earlier.
いえ、あれはこちらが悪いので。
No, that was my fault. I got nervous too when I remembered the incident in the bathroom. You're not gonna sleep yet?
ちょっと眠れないから、ちょうどお外に出ようかと思ってたところでした。夜ちゃんもどこか行ったまま戻ってきませんし。
I couldn't sleep and I was just thinking about going outside. Yoru went somewhere earlier and hasn't returned.
てっきり先輩と一緒かと思ったんですが、違ったんですか？
I was sure she was with you, wasn't she? Sorry. I was with her just a minute ago. I had to borrow her for a moment.
やっぱりそうでしたか。
Ah, it was that after all. Yeah, sorry. I asked her to come meet me. She's like, "Oh." Asa had a meek expression.
その
It seemed like she wanted to ask something but couldn't. She was trying to speak but ended up swallowing her words. To be honest, Yoru confessed to me as well. She's like, "Pardon? Huh?" A while ago, when we were coming home, I told her what you told me about your feelings, and then she confessed to me. And now I gave her my answer. She's like, "Oh, huh? So that's what was going on."
そうですか。夜ちゃん、先輩に告白を。
I see. Yoru confessed to you.
やっぱり夜ちゃん、先輩のことが好きだったんだ。
She loved you too, after all. She loved you too, after all. Or I guess she loved you too, after all. Maybe that kind of sounds more correct. Anyway, apparently Asa had suspected that, but hadn't directly asked Yoru about her feelings. It must have been a guess bordering on certainty. And she was troubled and worried about it. And then she kissed me.
私、
I...
どうしてこんなんでしょうかね。
What's wrong with me?
昨日だって今日だって先輩に心配かけてばかりで、自分のわがままで迷惑かけてばかりで。
Yesterday and today too. I've just been worrying you and causing problems because of my selfishness.
風邪をひいたのだってきっと気持ちの問題もあったんだと思います。
I'm sure I also caught that cold because of my emotional problems.
先輩や夜ちゃんと顔を合わせづらいから部活に行きにくくて、だから。
It was hard for me to face you and Yoru, so I didn't want to go to the club. That's why. Asa, it's easy for people to get sick when they're depressed. That's probably what Asa was trying to say. And it was probably true.
だから分かっているんです。答えなんて聞かずとも。
Yeah, he's gonna be like, I don't think you do though. I don't think you and I are on the same page on this. You know my answer front. So I know. You don't even have to tell me your answer.
ソアリングだって恋愛だって本当に好きなのかもわからない。よりどころにしたいだけなのかもしれない。
Whether it's soaring or romance, I'm not sure if what I feel is really love. Maybe I'm just looking for something I can rely on.
そんな私ですから。先輩は。
And because I'm like that, Asa felt insecure. She doubted her own values, didn't understand her true feelings, and was misunderstanding them. So I had to clear things up. Please save the day, Aoi. You know what, Asa? You probably haven't noticed it yourself, but you're strong. Huh? Yoru said it too. Even with all those worries you have, you still keep moving forward, one step at a time. Everyone has worries and things that block their way, and yet everyone tries their best and keeps going forward, little by little.
そんなの。
I'm the same. Huh? I told you that I came to this town last year, right? I used to live here, but then I left and I moved to another town because of family circumstances.
はい、聞いています。
Yeah, you told me. When I was a kid, the scenery of this town, and more importantly, my friends were very important to me. Right after we moved, I was really depressed from the shock of parting with everything that I loved. I felt like I'd lost my whole world.
先輩が引っ越しただけで ですか?
You did? Just because you moved? Yeah, you know, when you're a kid, don't distances seem much longer? I think it's probably because kids' legs are so short. Similar distances feel different for adults and for kids. To a child, going just a few kilometers away feels like a great journey to another world. That's why, when we moved so far away, I felt like we had gone to another world. And I thought I'd never see the people that I'd left behind again. I really believed it back then. So when we moved back then for me, it meant going to a different world, away from where Agaha and the others lived. I was crushed by the thoughts that I'd lost my dearest friends and my hometown. That's why I wanted something to distract me from that loneliness, a way to escape from it. I wanted to overwrite my sadness with something new. And so I started riding on the bicycle that Anchan gave me when I moved, and I got hooked, completely. So that's how you started. That's right, it all began as a way to escape. But as I kept going on, I came to honestly love cycling. When you're riding a bike, distances feel shorter, right? I even thought that if I got really good at it, I could ride all the way back to my hometown. Thanks to that ridiculous idea, I became really engrossed in cycling. I'm a pretty simple guy, so once I get into something, I go all the way. As I rode, I rode as much as I could, and even started doing well in races. And then I lost something important to me once again. I injured my leg in an accident. It was the second time I lost something precious. It felt like no matter what I did, nothing would go well, as if the whole world was against me. I thought if there was a god out there somewhere, I wanted to hit him with a stone and kill him. Good lord. I wasn't used to dealing with such problems, and I got really depressed. It was like a disease without a cure. I was laying in bed asking myself why it happened to me over and over again. I struggled so hard with all that anguish, so I can understand your gloomy feelings to some extent. I didn't know how deep Asa's despair was, but I understood it a little from my own experience. I was worn out by all of that, but then I found a new dream. It was... Soaring? Yeah. When I came back to this town, I was fascinated by the sight of the glider piloted by Senpai. It might have been another way to escape, to run away from my failure, loss, and anxiety. But I think that's okay. Sometimes it's necessary to escape from your troubles. If that means you will be able to move forward again, I think that's only natural. Asa was surrounded by amazing people like Yoru. It seemed that those people never faltered, ran away, or worried. That's probably what she thought of them. But I was sure that wasn't really the case. There were plenty of people who were stumbling over and over again as they walk. So I don't think it was strange to worry or run away. I apologized to her. Huh? I told Yoru I was sorry that I couldn't return her feelings. Why? Because I love you, Asa. That's right, I loved Asa, who was always worried about everything, afraid to speak her mind and too serious. I'd fallen in love. I really thought hard about it, and in the end, that's how I feel. But Yoru is so much more incredible. It doesn't matter whether someone is incredible or not. The one I love is you, Asa. Is it really true? That's right, it didn't matter. A thing like that. Really. You're not lying? It's not just pity? No, I really mean it. I love you, Asa. But didn't you say that I was like a little sister to you? Even if I think about you like that, it doesn't mean that I can't fall in love with you, right? But that's not something you'd say to your girlfriend. It's just not normal. Well, for me, that's exactly what I will say to my girlfriend from now on. I love you, Asa. I tried to say it nonchalantly, but damn, it really came out clumsily. I felt like I just blurted out something ridiculous. Asa? I love you too, Senpai. I love you. I told you once already, but I love you very much. When I'm with you, I'm nervous and my chest hurts, but it's a pleasant kind of pain. Asa started crying. Why are you crying? From Joy, because you said that you love me. I'm so happy. Large tears spilled from Asa's eyes. When I saw her like that, I couldn't help but think how cute she was. I took a step towards her. And embraced her. I gently wrapped both my arms around her body. I'm not used to stuff like this, but I thought I should do this.
そうです。先輩、私、嬉し泣きって初めてで。
That's right, it's the first time. I'm crying tears of joy. She's like, I'm too stressed, man. Too many feelings. It's too hard to process all this. Wrapped in my arms, Asa was sobbing intensely. Aw, poor little Asa, dude. Too much too soon.
ねえ、姉さん。
Hey, Nae-san.
何？ヨルちゃん。
What is it, Yoru?
姉さんはどうして先輩が好きになったの？
Why'd you fall for Senpai?
返答が難しいね。
That's hard to answer.
私は未だに分かってないの。気づいたら好きだった。恋ってそういうものなのかしら。
I still don't understand it myself. Before I noticed, I was already in love with him. I guess that's just how love works.
ヨルちゃん。
Yoru.
私も多分そんな感じかな。
I think it was the same for me.
優しいとか頼りになるとか探せばいろいろあるんだろうけど、なんだかね、気づいたらストンって。
I mean, if I think about it, he's kind, dependable and all, but it was just pow, and I loved him.
空に憧れた時みたいに、いつの間にかそうなってた。
Just like my yearning for the sky, it just happened before I noticed.
そっか。
I see. Yeah.
姉さん、私ちょっとだけ怒ってる。
Nae-san, I'm a little mad at you. Huh?
だって勝手に私のふりして告白してるんだもん。そりゃ怒るに決まってるよ。
Because you just went and confessed to him while pretending to be me. It's only natural for me to be angry.
それは、ごめん。
And she's like, that wasn't the plan. Ah, that. I'm sorry.
私ね、でも嬉しいの。それでもきちんと姉さんが先輩に思いをぶつけてくれて。
But I'm actually happy. You still managed to directly tell him how you felt.
状況はどうであれ、どんな形であれ、伝えることができて、それできちんと気持ちを成就させて。
Regardless of how and in what circumstances it happened, you conveyed your feelings properly, and they were returned.
姉さんが成功すると、私は嬉しい。
I'm happy for your success.
ヨルちゃん。
Yoru.
でも、ちょっと悔しいかな。
But it's a little frustrating.
何せ初めて姉さんに勝負事で負けたもんね。
It's the first time I've ever lost to you.
そうだね。確かに初めてだ。
That's right, it's the first time.
そんな姉さんに質問です。
So, I have a question for you, Nae-san.
何かな？
What is it?
先輩のいいところを10個答えなさい。
Tell me 10 good things about Senpai.
何それ？
Huh? Huh? What do you mean?
だって私に勝って先輩の心を手にした姉さんだもの。先輩のいいところはたくさん言えるに決まってるじゃない。
Well, you beat me and won his heart, right? So, you should be able to list plenty of great things about him.
今後私の前で先輩の話を躊躇するなんてことがあると嫌だから。それの予防も兼ねて。はい、今から先輩語り始め。
Well, that's right, let's go. I don't want to hear you hesitating about him in the future, so I want to prevent that. Come on, start talking about him right now.
それ無茶ぶりじゃない？
Huh? Isn't this too sudden?
いいからやる。ほら、私に勝ったんでしょ。そのくらいやりなさいよ。
Just do it. Come on, you beat me, right? You should do it at least that much. At least this much.
夜ちゃん、怒ってない？
Huh? Yoru, are you angry?
はい、1分経過。残り30秒。20。
Okay, 1 minute has passed. 30 seconds left. 20.
なんでそんな将棋みたいに？ちょっと待って。
What is this, shogi? Wait a second.
ダメ。10、9、8、7。
Nope. 10, 9, 8, 7. She's like, too much stress. No, that's adorable, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah! We're all official! We're official! How exciting. I feel really, really, really bad about Yoru. I feel really, really bad about that. However, I am like 4 times as excited for the next route now that it's occurred to me now that looking at the guide, twin route might refer to possibly it being a twins kind of deal. So, now that that possibility's in the air, I'm incredibly excited about it. And yeah, I think it's a hair early, but I think that'll be a good place to call it. And yeah, just because from a stopping place perspective, that is perfect. So yeah, when we come back, we'll be continuing on, and yeah, we'll be trucking on through obviously Asa and finishing up her route. I don't know how long we have, but we'll be trucking through her route, and then we'll be headed into the very final route, which is the Yoru route, which is also in parentheses called the Twins route. And now I'm wondering if that means both of them, which would be mighty exciting. And so we'll see. I'm hopeful that's true. And, you know, stay tuned and all that. And otherwise, I think that might be pretty much everything. So as far as I know, I'm hoping uploads can kind of resume to normal. Sunday, again, should just be pretty much normal. I'm hoping it should just be the next part of this game. And then Monday, I'm really hoping I can actually get out a Divinity part and we can resume playing that again. And sorry about the lack of the weird upload schedule recently. IRL stuff has been piling up and very stressful, and it's been quite the day. And then my schedule kind of returning back to a full 40 hours from the slightly lighter December area has been taking some adjusting. It's really difficult and I'm really tired, so anyway, but I'm really hoping that we can get back to the swing of things for Divinity for Monday, and I'm really hoping that's true. And then we'll be continuing this, and I'm mighty excited to be continuing this, but I don't imagine it'll be too much farther before this route's over, and even for the next one, I don't imagine it'll be very, very long, especially because all the decisions up until that very last one that we just did are exactly the same. And so it'll be exactly the same. So that should pretty much mean we can skip everything. You know what I mean? Like everything we played up until now, even as far as the Asa route goes, can be skipped up until that decision, I think. So I think the Yoru/Twins route will be very, very fast, I imagine. It'll probably just be pretty much, you know, I don't know how long it'll be, but it'll be a lot shorter, I imagine. Anyway, that is going to call it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later.